In a world in crisis, can three idiots find hope in the darkest of places? Will love conquer all, or will hate win out in the end? This is a show called Hate.
Well, hello and welcome to a show called Hate, a podcast in which we explore love, hate, and everything in between in search of greater meaning and perhaps a little perspective. I'm John.
I'm Nick.
I'm Chris.
Nick
Got him again.
Nick, you saw what happened.
Well, I'm remaining impartial for now.
Tell HR.
What happened?
Chris threatened to throw a 330ml can of Biera Moretti at my head.
Yeah, okay, I can
recording,
confirm
yeah.
that did indeed happen.
No, I stopped myself.
You wanted to do it.
Oh, I wanted to.
I could see it in your eyes.
Oh, more than anything, I wanted to do it.
Mostly because you wanted to drink it.
Yeah, I do want to drink it.
How else do you open
I'm
a
gonna
33
drink this
milliliter can of Birra Moretti?
Estrella first.
We're each having an Estrella today. Not a
Here's
sponsor.
how this normally goes down.
Here we go.
John buys us a big bottle of something.
He does.
Gets us pissed and has us record our innermost thoughts.
Yes. Yep.
Then I bring additional beer.
You bring the
should we want
chaser.
it. I bring the chaser.
Yeah,
which
you
is another beer.
Yes.
And then we have that.
And sometimes we have that.
That's usually how it goes down.
Or other times I'll get, like, for economy's sake, I'll get like a
Six-pack.
couple of 4-packs of.
Couple of 4-packs.
You can't get a 6-pack that
Can you
often,
not?
can you?
You get the big red
Frustratingly,
stripes sometimes.
Yes.
You get us the big red
Sometimes
stripes.
Not in this economy. They've gone down to fours.
Have they?
Frustratingly. Well, not red stripes, but like generally, beers
Yeah.
now come in fours.
Yeah, that is
And
true.
I feel like that's shrinkflation.
Was that like quite an American thing, like a 6-pack?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, we have bigger cans than America, generally speaking. But they come in fours. Whereas Americans have smaller stubby cans, like this Moretti can, 330
Oh, right.
Yeah.
but they come in 6-packs.
Like a Bud Light.
I would say if I'm like a Bud Light. I would say if I'm being stereotypical, that's what I would envisage.
If I had to go to
We have a 440. They have a 330.
There you go.
There you go.
a 440 can.
440 can is the standard kind of can in the UK.
Is it?
Yeah.
What, like
The
this?
red. That's a big can. That's a pint can.
568.
That's a pint can.
That's a pint can.
Wait, well, hang on. 568?
5, 6,
That's
7,
not a pint.
Yes, it is.
No, 6 something is a
no,
pint.
It
isn't
says
it?
pint can on the
I think
front.
that's a
I
pint.
feel we've been
It
lied
says
to.
pint there.
They're gaslighting
I
us.
don't know. I think we had to
It's on the glass. It says what it is on the
I
glass.
thought a pint was like 6.
I think
60
I think 568.
mil. Whose phone is closest?
Yeah, all right.
Oh, what? Are you looking up?
I'm pretty sure it's.
Yeah, how many-
Remember when
of a
we used to
pint?
debate things? Now it's just like get your phone out.
Get your phone out.
Pint.
How many mils?
How many mils?
How many mils in a pint?
Mil.
Milieu.
568.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, there you
I've been
go.
lied to all these years.
What did you think it was?
6.
600.
6. Yeah, 600.
You've been telling everyone you've been drinking more than you have.
You've been
no.
telling fibbies, you have.
I've been telling-
I had at least 1,200 mil last night.
Yeah, you always bragging Mill, which is really weird.
Yeah. How much is that, John? Oh, 2 pints.
Isn't that one of like the quote unquote triumphs of Brexit that we can now
one of the many. Yes.
we can sell alcohol in
to
like
our own fishermen.
in like
or something.
mills now.
What a fucking win.
Like
It was- it
you
was
could
worth
buy,
it
You
for
could
that.
buy like
Yeah.
750 mil of beer now if you want.
That is true.
Yeah.
So Weatherspoons have taken up that opportunity.
Oh, I can't. Why would Weatherspoons? Get
I
behind
cannot think of
Brexit?
a single reason why
Yeah.
Weatherspoons would be behind that.
So I went to a Weatherspoons Tuesday last.
I went recently also.
Did you?
Yes.
And they now sell like inverted. I cannot do enough air quotes for this.
Okay.
Craft beers in
Oh.
cans. There's not enough air quotes in the world.
There aren't, no.
And I had 2 cans of sort of unusual beer the other day.
I tell you what,
Yeah.
I hate Weatherspoons.
Yeah.
With quite a powerful, both politically
Yeah.
and also like spatially. Like
Yeah.
I don't like going in
Yeah.
to a Weatherspoons.
But
But that app.
Oh.
Where you could order food and drink just to the table and you
Yeah.
never have to leave. You just go straight in. You sit at a fucking
I do
table,
that, yeah.
right? App. Just say which Weatherspoons you're in because there's 4 billion. There's more Weatherspoons than there are people in the UK. I think.
yes.
Okay.
Select your
There's
select which
2.5
one you're in.
Weatherspoons per person.
And if your phone's clever, it already knows which one you're in because it's geographically
course, yeah,
sound,
they're watching
right?
you. Yeah.
And then table number 14, bam, put that in. Beer. Boop. Just beer.
Yeah.
But there's just a beer button.
Just
You go-
one button.
you Just go beer.
It's the big red one.
And then honestly, inside a minute, that
Yeah.
pint will be at your table.
yeah, yeah.
Honestly.
I did put the wrong pub in once.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
And then they just arrive at random tables.
Yeah,
You're
that's
like-
what happened.
you're-
I went into. We got 2 Weatherspoons in Cool Town.
Yeah.
Moon Underwater
which is
And-
the
Which sounds very
roughest pub in Cheltenham, I think.
Nice.
It's all right. It's,
Another win for the spoons.
I've seen rougher in
Okay,
Cheltenham.
okay. Now, the three.
There's probably more fights
The
there.
top three, and I think this is
This has
purely
been voted for by the people.
by a bunch of criminals.
Yeah.
No,
Local crims.
it's purely on the basis of I think how many
Fights.
injuries, fights,
Yeah,
police
I
call-outs
believe that. I believe
per
that there
unit
would
of
be
time.
a
Yeah.
number of fights there.
Yates is in the top three
yeah,
as well,
Yates would be up there.
and that what's it called? The Spectre, that like sportsy place. Yeah,
I believe that. So one's called Moon Underwater,
Yep.
which is apparently the roughest one, and one's called the Bank House, which I would argue was actually worse as an inner sanctum. But whatever. I was in the Moon Underwater,
Nice. Oh no.
and I was like, "Oh my
Pint's taking a while.
my aperitif hasn't arrived."
My olives.
I wonder. Yeah, my dry martini hasn't arrived. I wonder where it could be. So I went up to the bar.
Goss on.
I got on, and he came over immediately.
click.
Yeah. And I said, my beer, let's be honest, hasn't
be honest.
arrived. And he was like, "You've put the wrong pub in." I was like, "Yeah."
Can they do anything? I mean, could they ship it around?
No.
Get Barry in the car.
Yeah. It's like, could you go now, please?
Could you pop and get it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was just like, "Yeah, I have. Fair cop. Could
sounds
I have a pint, please?"
Sounds like something I do, to be honest.
Yeah.
because there's that Weatherspoons, which was like the first and I believe only pub in a motorway service station.
I know which service station. It's
bet you do.
I've forgotten the fucking name of it now.
That's a great anecdote.
It's the way. It's near Reading anyway.
Oh sure, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, what's it called?
I don't know.
What's it called?
We go there all the time.
I've heard legendary tells of lads on stag do's going to Spoons. So already a brilliant stag night,
Yeah.
quality. And what they'll do is they'll post on Facebook the Weatherspoons they're in and the table they're on, so that anyone who isn't there
Yeah, that's a fun
can
game.
buy beers through the app and get
Oh.
them shipped to the table. And you see these photos of just 40 beers on this table because all their mates who aren't at the stag night have just sent them beers to their table. And then the
Jesus.
joke is, "Where you got drinking, mo?" And
So
they
what?
talk like that.
So I'm just trying to think. Why is that app subtly different to say any restaurant that has like a booking?
A number
app?
of chain pubs do have similar technology now. Technology.
I think the
The
difference
Miller.
is-
There's a pub called the Miller in Cheltenham, which is part of a group
Yes.
of pubs, but it's not like in a group of they're all the same kind of thing. It's
Yeah.
like different kinds of pubs in a group.
I think it's the speed.
Right.
I've
yeah.
used those services at many restaurants
Yeah.
and bars, and they are fine, and they take longer,
Yeah.
if anything, than waiter service.
Yeah.
But with Weatherspoons, it's literally honestly, I pressed the button once, and I think within a minute I had a beer.
Oh yeah.
It was
They probably
astonishing.
pride themselves on it.
And then I got food, and that was 2 or 3
Yeah.
minutes. Pizza, man.
Very quick.
Well, it doesn't take long to microwave.
No,
Right,
it doesn't.
yeah.
No, I'm fully aware of the quality of the food.
Yeah.
I was getting, yeah.
They know that we know that.
Oh yeah.
They don't even
everybody-
try
yeah,
to
No,
pretend
they
they,
really
just
don't.
cook that.
Yeah.
It's
It
called
comes out in the Tupperware.
Yeah, might as well. The service station is called Beaconsfield Service
Oh, okay.
Station.
I know that
We
one.
go there a lot. So
When
yes.
you're
Because it's
driving.
got a spoon.
when I'm driving, get smashed. Drive
Well, you've got to have
home.
a road pint.
Yeah, you got to have a road pint.
Yeah.
Bottle for the journey.
Here's a question for you.
Bottle for the germ, mate.
Bottle for the journey. You got to have a bottle for the journey.
You've got to have a bottle for the germ.
You've got to.
You've got to.
I love the framework of language and culture we've developed just to excuse being drunk most of the time.
There's a lot of words for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like one for the road,
One
a
for road.
road
Yeah.
beer,
Yeah.
bottle for the journey.
Bottle for the journey.
Bottle of gin.
This all makes it sound sort of quaint and
Pre-drinks.
Pre-drinks is
like-
interesting.
It's this doesn't count towards your drinking. 'cause you're at
Pre-drinks.
home.
Pre-drinks is wild because what's it pre for? More drinks.
More
Yeah.
drinks is just drinks.
So
And
it's
then-
pre-drinks, drinks, and then
at the end of the
post-drinks.
night-
It's like you go for a couple of pints at lunch, then have pre-drinks,
Yeah.
and then go out,
And before you go
and then
home,
hair of the dog.
what do you do?
Yes,
Like
hair of
that.
the dog.
Cheeky half.
Cheeky half.
Cheeky
before
half
you
before
leave.
bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A
bed.
nightcap.
Nightcap.
Yeah.
Then you have a pint on the side just in case you get thirsty in the night.
In the night. Yeah.
Yeah. You got your pillow beer.
yeah,
Yeah.
pillow beer, of course. Yeah.
I usually soak my mattress beforehand,
Yeah.
so I've got something to suck on.
Yeah. Exactly, yeah.
I mean, I don't normally drink spirits except when I'm in bed.
Except when I'm in bed.
And then some
Yeah.
people just pour a pint into the air purifier and it's just have it permeate around.
Vaporise it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because you've got that oil burner thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Chuck a fucking shot in that.
Yeah.
Nick's got
You
like
see
this-
what happens.
And it's got like this little Zen. I don't know if you've seen it. Like you turn it on, and
It's
then, like,
ultrasonic.
it's got like
it's not a burner.
Doesn't it create like a
It creates vapor,
cloud
but
of?
Oh, yes,
yeah.
through
I have
ultrasonics.
seen
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. So that would work.
Would
with
work.
spirits.
Yeah.
Should
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That'd
you
be
could,
good.
and then you could just position your mouth.
Yeah,
over the
exactly.
spout.
You just be like, and you don't get smashed straight away; it just sort of permeates through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
That'd be lovely, wouldn't it? Yeah, lovely.
The motorway services.
Oh,
just
sure.
going back to old Beaconsfield.
Yeah.
Right. If you're like an underpaid 17-year-old who's like manning, I don't know, the
Noodle bar.
noodle bar
Yeah.
there.
Mm.
Do good noodles as well, Beaconsfield. They do.
I'm sure.
What's the
Chosen?
Yeah, that's
Chosen.
it.
Chosen.
Yeah.
That's the one.
I guess my point is there a secret back road into those services
There
which
must be a
isn't a
secret
motorway?
entrance.
100%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it must be.
Yeah, I think there must be because they're always in a town or like just outside of a town, aren't they? And we only ever see the services.
Yeah.
We never go to that town.
Yeah.
But the people who work there surely like live in that town or near
You
that
would,
town.
you would imagine so.
And they have a special access road that
Yeah.
not the motorway access road.
Yeah.
Because I
reckon
always
so.
thought there was like some weird, because motorway services, and this is why there was some law that said they could never be a destination in their own right. So you couldn't put something so interesting.
Really?
You'd have to stay.
I can't remember why. I don't know if it's like a weird tax reason. Or
Well, you
something
can have like
that.
a zoo.
Yeah.
Right.
So it can't
Yeah.
just be like, oh, let's go visit the
Or a
Beaconsfield.
water park.
There are some good service stations now, though, that you could like sit
Yeah.
around at all day.
Yeah.
Gloucester services,
Like
near here.
destination service stations.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that are like genuinely good.
When there's it's the same people who bought the Gloucester services.
Oh yes.
Up north
Up
on
north.
the Scotland border.
Ah, I may have been to this one.
Yeah, it's a really
Yeah,
fancy
I
one.
don't
up
can't remember the
there,
name of
yeah.
it. I was coming back from Glasgow. We did a road trip to Glasgow, me and a former colleague, and we stopped at this service station. It was awesome.
Yeah.
And it probably
Yeah, I
it
think
does
that's it.
remind
When
me
you
of
stop
Gloucester
at a good
services.
service station, it is a right
it
treat.
does
You
make it
remember it.
Yeah.
If you stop at a good one, you remember it.
I love how this kind of goes into us just kind of like tolerating things being kind of shit. Like, because they are. Everything's awful.
Yeah.
But it's like when you've got like a really long journey and you're like, oh, I've been driving for like 3 hours. I just need to stop.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, and you get out into like Doncaster services
Yeah.
and like the screaming begins as soon as you arrive.
Oh,
Like, the
yeah.
noise is unbelievable.
Oh, yeah.
You open the door. It's
And you go, first thing you do is got to go to the toilet. And you just fight your way, and there is piss and hair everywhere. Like
Oh,
every
yeah.
surface is just
Yeah.
covered in piss and
Because
hair.
people know they won't be back there. It's like, if I'm going to put piss and hair anywhere,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Put
put
it
it anywhere.
there.
Might as well be here because
I'm not
going to
piss and hair in my own house.
No, why would you?
And it's-
Or at your local pub because you got to go back.
Exactly. Local spoons.
It's
Yeah.
just awful. And like
Yes.
you'll
Oh, it
queue
is,
and get
yeah.
some food, and you'll try and find like the one quiet corner, and then you just sit and eat like some overpriced damp sandwich.
Yeah.
And like the air conditioning is roaring, but it's hot.
Yes.
And like there's
and
a
there is
baby
still
screaming.
a lot of screaming.
Yeah.
I've never seen anyone smiling at a service station.
No, they're
like
all-
they're pleased to be
It's
there.
like hell.
Yeah.
Like it's awful.
Yeah. Yeah, Beaconsfield's probably the one I've been to most, I would say, in my life.
Yeah.
So much so that I couldn't remember the name of it. So,
They do all tend to like blur. Like, whenever I go into a new service station, I'm like, I think I've been here.
I have a theory that you could potentially teleport. Like
Yeah.
real world teleport.
Between
if you can
service
convince
stations.
if two places look exactly the same inside, and if you walk into one and you can convince yourself that you're in the other, you can walk out of the other one.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So like some Tesco, I've been to multiple Tesco's that look identical inside, and I'm thinking to myself, if I can just mentally resonate
Yeah.
with Yeovil,
And you've had,
then
to
I'll-
book, you've had to book a hotel.
yeah, exactly.
So you're not
then I
knowing
can
your
walk
house.
out of the front door, but I'm not walking out the front door of Cooltown Tesco's. I'm walking out of Yeovil Tesco's.
Sure.
And it's like I think you can do that with some service stations. I think you could teleport with them because they
Yeah.
are identical.
Yeah, probably.
It's a bit
We
unnerving.
should try that out.
I think they're kind of.
I've tried.
We just need to go in all the Tesco's, figure out which ones are identical,
Yes,
and go from there.
and then try and teleport.
I think it'll be fine.
What's like, given like the pantheon of like shit establishments you'll get at a service station, what's the one where you go, oh, this is a fancy? No, and I don't mean actually fancy. I mean like when you just go
Yeah,
like
no, I know.
that
Yeah.
one that makes it a little more bearable.
It's when they have non-chain kind of like farmhousey deli kind of places. So it's like
These burgers were slaughtered on the premises.
Yeah.
yeah.
That kind of thing.
or like a local farm pie.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's like ooh.
This is called produce of the local farmer.
yeah.
It's full of hay.
If I went into a services, I'm like, man, I wonder what food options they've got. And there's like a KFC, a McDonald's, and a local farm pie. And I'm like, ooh, that's
I
weird.
don't like the titling.
Yeah.
if I'm honest.
The branding's awful.
yeah.
It's just headless animals.
Oh God. Cow head
And then
pie.
you just hear
pig
you hear
head
a
pie.
moo out the back.
a moo and a thunk.
Moo and a thunk.
Yeah.
Local farm pie.
Oh, there's lunch.
And then you go to pay.
Yeah.
And the guy comes out and he's got like shoulder length gloves on.
Yeah.
And like they're covered in
Covered in
blood.
blood.
Yeah.
And he takes your coins.
That'll be $6.50.
That's overpriced.
That is what it is now.
It is,
Bar-
yeah.
Robbing bastards.
Yeah.
You
Kill it
started
myself.
on that, you fucking stickers.
Oh, and the cost of train tickets.
Yeah,
honestly.
am I right?
We're all feeling the squeeze now, aren't
Yeah.
we?
Well,
Oosh.
That's why I don't take trains. Don't go anywhere anymore.
Well, we try to, but usually they don't show up. So.
Yeah, well, there's that as well.
Yeah.
I went to London.
London town.
Yeah, it was that
I think
last
this-
time we were
I think
here.
this has come up, yeah.
But I was on a train then, and for the first time, but work paid for that.
Yeah.
But that was enough.
Yeah, man.
So, fuck them.
Hot bullshit.
Fuck them all.
Well, we want to, there's a train that goes between Cooltown and Gloucester.
Yeah.
Which is like,
That definitely didn't give it away.
Yeah. Not that we've ever given this away
Yeah.
before.
but is that a 10-minute train ride?
Yeah.
It should, in principle, be an amazing. I did it. I used to commute there when I worked in Gloucester years ago.
sure.
I used to do that daily.
Yeah.
It didn't cost, bloody now, what,
£6.10.
$6.10?
Well, I paid
Go 10 minutes down road.
£11 return. That is mental, isn't it? That is mental. Just think about that.
That is let's stop and think about that.
Let's just stop and think about that. We'll genuinely outrage to the point that we're not talking
I
about
don't have
it
anything to say.
on an audio medium.
Yeah.
There we are.
Dead air.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know if I mentioned this on air, but like last time, I did this. I walked to the station,
Yeah.
had my app out, going like, oh, your train is on time.
Yeah.
I arrive.
Yeah.
Train's been cancelled.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good.
All,
good.
all trains have been cancelled in
Yeah.
that direction
Pretty
because
standard.
the rails broke.
Yeah.
Which seems like quite a big deal.
Yeah. It's
good.
quite something they should have brought up earlier.
Yeah, or maybe caught before it happened.
It's
Yeah.
quite a good reason to cancel
It's literally
it, yeah.
sticking up vertically. Oh, good. When did that happen?
I think it's
Two
broken.
guys staring at it,
Yeah, just with their-
scratching their eggs. Yeah. And I go, well, this is less than ideal.
Sure.
Guess I'm going to have to walk home, get the car, drive
Yeah.
to where I want to go.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Be late.
And I thought, oh, you know what? I'll ask for a refund.
Oh, yeah.
Which seems wise because you didn't get to
You
use
didn't get
the train.
you didn't get the service you
get-
paid for.
No. And
Seems like an open issue that case to me.
And the train, the ticket cost £5.80 because
Yeah.
it's only like a 10-minute ride.
Yep, sure.
So I go, you know what? I'll ask for a refund.
I'd like that £5.80 back, please.
Yeah,
Sir.
I
And
love
go,
that.
and I go, we can do that, sir. There is a £3 processing fee,
Mental.
which we will just be claiming automatically. So here's £2.80.
£2.80. Here's £3 for fuck all.
You made £3 for doing nothing.
Yeah.
Less than nothing. They made £3 for not doing
Yes.
what they're supposed to do.
And like-
What have they got to process? There was nothing running.
And like the app,
they know it
what have
wasn't
they
running.
got to process?
this is like the one app in the UK that everyone's like, this is the train app.
Yeah.
You've got to use it.
You've got to use it.
And it's like, and I'm like, well, who do I complain to?
Yeah.
And there's like a little box going like, would you like to offer some feedback? I guess I will. Yeah. And I said, I was like, this is theft. You cheeky bastards.
outright robbery.
Yeah.
Your thieves
Yeah.
is my
And,
feedback.
and a tick box going, we occasionally contact people about their feedback. Would you like us to? I'm like, oh, go on. Yes.
Yes, actually.
Why don't you?
You thieving bastards, honestly.
They'll charge you reverse calls. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be £2.80,
There'll be a
please, sir.
120 fee for that. Yeah.
Yeah, lovely.
Would you like to speak at our national conference? Yes, I would actually. Yeah, you've got to arrange your own travel.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm late. I got the train.
Any
Just open with that.
Oh,
Oh, brilliant.
yeah. I think it's just everything's shit and it's really expensive at the moment. So it's like, why do anything or go anywhere?
We're paying more for a worse service.
Yes.
Indeed.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, God. The comedy will just eep away from this if we get into this.
Oh, God, yeah.
Fuck
true.
it. Anyway,
It's too real.
everything's fucking awful.
Fucking hell.
Anyone got a hate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we
Shall
go.
I do it?
Yeah, go on
Yeah.
then.
Mine's mundane mysteries.
Oh.
Mundane mysteries.
So things that happen every day or just in your house.
Okay.
Something random that you can't explain and it bugs you.
yeah.
And it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter.
Okay.
But it bugs you. So yesterday, this literally happened last night.
I've got one of these as
Yeah.
well.
So Liz put a wash on because that's one of her jobs. It's not that I don't do anything. It's just one of her jobs.
It's just one of her jobs.
I do other things.
I honestly hadn't even noticed
I
that you
promise
said it
that I
until
do.
you-
I
until
promise.
You shot a spotlight on
I
it.
promise that I do things.
Yeah. Oh, sure.
It
Yeah.
sounds
the
bad.
more you
is
say
all.
that,
it sounds
weirdly-
bad. I promise.
Yeah, no, it's getting worse.
I mean, I supervise.
Yeah, I'm
I
there.
make sure she always knows what Neil's
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly, yeah.
I'm always
yeah, in a
learning.
firm and aggressive
Yeah.
kind of voice.
Yeah, those are my genes.
in a firm patrician way.
Yeah. So she put a wash on because we're going on holiday next week. So
Sure,
she's like, I'm
yeah,
going to
yeah.
wash everything. I'm like, fine, good, excellent.
Fine, do what you want.
So
It's important that she prepares for your holiday. That's
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
yeah.
important for me to have a nice time. So she got the wash out, and literally one of Jacob's baby grows.
Is that like, what is that, like clothing?
little
or
rubber
something?
Yeah, it's like a little
kind of
top,
potion.
basically.
Right, yeah.
Had holes in it, and it looked like burn marks. Like literally, the holes had been burned into one of these little gravy grows. And we were like, "What is that?" So we spent half an hour looking at it, smelling it, and it smelt like burning. Nothing else had been affected in that wash, and she's put on washes today.
So what? It was fine when it went in.
Yeah.
And when it came
As
out,
far
of
as
the
we
wash,
know,
it was burnt.
As far as we know, yeah, and it's come out like looking like that and smelling like it's been burnt. She's put washes on today. Everything's fine.
But it would have been in water.
It would have been in water. That's the only item that has been affected in that way of all the things she's done over the last 2 days.
Interesting.
Mystery. I don't have an answer. We've chucked it now.
No.
Because it was top with holes in it that looked like burnt, so we can't use it.
Can I submit a random...
It would have looked bad if we'd put him in that.
Can I submit a random theory as to why that
Please.
happened? I think
Here we go.
I've had cleaning products I've used in the past where I have splashed some on my clothes.
Sure.
And nothing's happened. But when I've washed it at a later date,
It
it is reacted. It's burnt right through. Burnt is a strong word, but when I took it out, I had like holes.
Put on it?
I had holes all over
What
it.
would we have put on
Had
it?
holes.
What kind of thing?
I don't know. I
I really want to get into
I'm trying
this
to
'cause
think.
it was a genuine mystery last night.
But if it
She was like, "There's a mouse got into the wash and
Was
then
it-
chewed
did it-
holes in
did
it."
the holes have like black edges, like
Yeah, like
charring?
grey. They were like grey. It's like a navy top, and it had like grey, like
Yeah.
fraying around it, and it stunk. It smelt.
That's weird.
But it smelt of burn, not say I don't know.
I would say it smelled of burnt more than anything else. Yeah.
yeah, because if
But
like
she was like, "Yeah, did it like a mouse get in? Did it have food on it? And a mouse got in and ate the food?" And don't know.
if there was something kind of like malfunctioning in the washing machine,
would have
you'd
affected
expect
other things.
everything to
it would have
be-
affected everything.
It would have affected all the clothes, or at least some of the clothes.
The only thing I can think is that at some point in the cycle, it ended up resting in some weird way on like a hot thing.
Maybe.
But even then, that would also still happen another time
One
to something
thing,
else.
one item
And
of
also,
clothing.
if it's my random idea about it being some substance on the clothes that reacted with a detergent,
Yeah.
I can't imagine you expose your child to a great amount of bleach. You know, you're not
No.
like
Just the normal amount.
No,
not-
not after they told
you're
me
not
not to. No.
spraying bleach all over him. So he's
Not as far as I
yeah.
know. No.
So I
I
had
don't
one.
understand. Yeah,
I
go
had a
on,
Monday
please,
mystery.
please.
Literally last night, Ali
Yeah.
was home late, so I started cooking so that dinner would be ready when she came home.
That's very good. You sound better than I do.
It just made me sound really good.
Yeah.
Actually. Yeah. It's a part of the deliberate reason I picked.
Has
this
my
one.
wash been done yet?
Has my dinner cooked yet? And while I was cooking,
yeah.
like alone in the house,
Yeah.
Dashi wasn't even in the house.
God.
Right. No, Dashi was in the house.
Dashi
That's
was
right.
in the
Dashi
house.
was upstairs in the
Okay.
house. Right. And then I hear
No, don't
on the
like-
back window.
Already don't like it.
Came from behind me, and I was like,
Ooh.
"That's fucking weird. That literally sounds like someone." There's no way into my garden
Yeah.
down the sides of my house,
Yeah.
as you know. So that sounded like someone was tapping on the glass, and I immediately like got the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, you would.
Checked both my
Chills.
rear windows, like my conservatory windows and my lounge window that both look out backwards. Nothing. No one in the garden. Nothing.
Okay.
Don't know what that could be. The answer could be something like a twig or something, or a
Yeah.
branch, like tapping the window. But then that would happen all the time.
Yeah. It's just a random
Just
one.
And it definitely sounded like glass, like
Yeah.
like finger on glass.
you know that distinctive sound of tapping glass.
Yeah.
Like it sounded like that. 100%.
Yeah.
I really had some jeebies after that.
Did you go out?
I didn't go out because I was cooking and I needed to
Got the heebie-jeebies.
remain attentive. And I
Okay.
had the jeebies, so
You
I
had the
needed
jeebies.
to.
I wouldn't go out. Fuck
I
that.
put music on.
Yeah.
Which
Drown it out.
Yeah, in retrospect, thought actually that's a worse idea because if there was an invader, I wouldn't have heard them coming.
Dun, dun, dun.
But I put the June soundtrack.
Yeah,
on.
good. That'll scare him off.
Yeah, scared me.
Yeah.
Could it have been because you're in a terrace?
Yes, I am on a terrace.
Could it have been like a neighbour's window getting tapped on and like it just carried really well?
It could have. Yeah, maybe. But
John's trying to solve all these mysteries.
Walls are, John's on it. He's like a
I like
domestic
the
detective.
I like the amazing Randy, a professional
Yeah.
skeptic. Yeah, I'm just coming in.
We can't normally hear anything from our neighbours because the walls are so thick.
Interesting.
So, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's very weird. It's another mundane mystery.
There's lots of them. It's like when you lose your keys. The other week I lost my keys. I went for a walk at the racecourse, Cheltenham Racecourse.
Oh, fuck it. Fuck!
Too late now.
Which isn't where we live.
No,
you
it's-
just you
I
drove.
commuted.
I drove
commuted.
100 miles.
I drove
in a
from-
random
drove
direction.
cross
Yeah.
country to Cheltenham Racecourse.
Yeah. Oh, you got it.
From where I live.
It's a great
in
racecourse.
Cooltown. It's worth it.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people will be doing that next week because it's Cheltenham races.
Yeah, you chose a good week to fuck off, actually.
Yeah,
didn't
that's
you?
what
Yeah.
I'm doing
Yeah.
while I'm going on holiday. We're avoiding it. Went to the racecourse.
Got to go to a racecourse.
Walked the dog. Nice enough walk. Blah blah blah. Got home. Keys are gone. Oh my god, the keys are gone.
Can't open the door.
Jesus Christ. Liz was in.
Oh, okay.
I was like, my keys have gone. My bloody keys have gone.
I've been robbed.
So I'm stressing balls.
Yeah.
Worrying about. I'm a bloody kid. I was like, you won't find them. You won't find them in there. They're gone. She was like, and normally, to be honest, Liz finds them.
Yeah.
Liz immediately goes, I found him.
They're right. This is exactly what happens with Ali and I.
Yeah.
Ali is so bad for losing things,
Yeah.
and she'll be like, "I've checked the room, so there's no point in checking the bedroom because they're not in
Yeah.
it." And I'll go in, and they're just there. They're just on the bed,
Yeah.
in the middle of the bed, with a spotlight shining on it, with a little bit of paper
Yeah.
that says, "They're
The
here,
here
Alice."
are my
You know?
keys.
And I just walk in, pick them up, walk back,
Yeah.
and just like found it. She's like, "Where was it?"
Yeah. I get so wound up as well.
Yeah, Ali
I get
does as well.
so wound up when I lose things.
So where were they?
Well, here's the thing.
Well, I'll tell you.
I'll tell
Yeah,
you.
shut up, John.
So Liz said, you're going to have to go back to the race course. I was like, yeah, all right. They were in the parking bay at the race course. I literally drove up to where I was. I could see them before I got out
They were
of
on the
car.
ground?
They were on the ground. They've just fallen out my pocket. Oh. But that could have been an unsolved mystery. I was like, if I hadn't gone back, never would have found them.
Wait. So sorry, you're coming to us with like Monday mysteries.
No, that's not. That's just an example.
And you made
I've
a
got
point of
more.
saying, and this could have been a
It
mystery.
could have been. There's others.
That was a potential mystery.
Yeah.
Well, that's the kind of thing. I get wound up by Monday mysteries
But is it-
because they don't really matter.
But is it only Mondays?
mundane?
Oh, mundane. I thought you'd be
Mundane.
saying Mondays.
Oh, really? You thought that?
Monday mysteries.
Yeah, literally. I was like, and then he's like, yeah. And then the other night, tapping on the window. I'm like, what is it about Mondays? What is this
no,
happening?
no, this happened
Mundane.
last night.
Mundane.
My point is these things don't really matter.
Oh,
Like the child shouldn't have burns in his clothes. Fair enough.
would
But
wanna
he
get
wasn't
to
wearing them at the time.
I would want to get to the bottom of that.
Yeah, he wasn't wearing it, and it's in the bin now.
Sure.
Losing your
But
keys.
maybe.
It's a yeah. Oh sure.
yeah.
Whatever. The keys, found them. But that's an example of the kind of thing. I've had other things happen. Like I had a Darth Maul watch.
You had.
I'd had one. Had being the operative word.
Sure. Yeah.
I went on a walk to the local park near your house.
Oh, yeah.
I was wearing the watch. Got home, gone. Never saw it again. What the hell happened to it? And I remember 2 kids came up to me and went, "What kind of dog is that?" And I went, "It's a Labrador." And I thought, fucking arseholes. And I've wondered since, because I never found it, did they nick my watch?
Wait.
What, you
no,
think
wait,
they-
hang on. What,
they
like it-
pickpocketed it off your wrist?
Like,
Yeah.
Like
Whilst
if they
asking
did-
me a stupid question.
It's quite a stupid
Maybe
question.
David Blade it off your wrist. How do
Maybe.
they do
They
that?
probably watched a YouTube video.
They'd have been
Kids
so
know-
disappointed because I'm not lying. It was a child's watch face with Darth Maul on it that I'd had restrapped with a brown leather strap. I'm not kidding.
That's amazing.
Can we just think for a minute about what you're saying? That these two.
I think my working theory. This is a mundane mystery. Doesn't matter. But I've wondered about this for years.
I think he's right.
I
I think
haven't
he's
used
right.
it.
Don't back him
No,
up.
I think he's right.
No one goes up and goes, "What kind of dog is that?" to a Labrador.
A, question's very suspicious. B, those Utes love YouTube.
Where else could it be?
They'll have learned how to
Yeah.
pickpocket off of YouTube.
I go
They'll
to that park all the time. It's never turned up, and no one's ever gone.
Is
I
it-
found a very bespoke,
Very
Darth
weird.
Maul watch.
I feel you walked into the first half of like a David Blaine street magic thing,
Yeah.
and then you walked away before he could like stab a basketball and pull your watch out of it. or
Yeah,
something
maybe.
like that. Yeah.
Maybe, but never saw that again.
No.
Never saw it. Mundane, but a mystery nonetheless. Nonetheless. The other time, I had a
Oh, you
very
got more?
nice. I got one more. Okay. I had a very nice duffel coat that I used to wear to football.
Wait, no, hang on a
No, go
minute.
on.
Sorry, no, you started with like, and then these mysterious devilish burn marks
Yeah.
appeared in my son's
It's
clothing.
a strong start.
And then your following 3 anecdotes have been.
Yeah.
So I had a thing which I lost, right?
Yeah.
And then I went back to where I lost it, and it was right there.
Yeah.
Or
That's the
in
first one.
the Darth Maul case,
It's
it
the
wasn't
Darth Maul-
there.
It was not there. Lost.
Okay, right.
Not
yeah.
there.
Mystery.
Okay.
Third one. Fourth one.
It was not a mystery because some kids
No, that's
prestidigitated it off your wrist.
That's my working theory.
That's all we
not a
have.
theory. That's a cry for help.
It's my work. It's the only lead I've got. That's the
So
only
when
lead
did
I've got.
this happen?
5 years ago.
It's a cold case.
When did it happen?
I don't think
know.
I
I don't know.
I don't know approximately what side of this happened. Don't know.
No way of knowing.
I don't think I'm going to get it back now.
No, probably not.
To be honest with you.
No, I would say
Mystery.
Maybe we should write some magic circles. See
Yeah.
if they can.
Absolute mystery.
Dear David Blade.
Wouldn't it be great? Because I go to that park regularly.
Yeah.
Imagine
If I
you
just
saw
found it in the
grass.
mud. Imagine.
Well, you do get those stories where it's like woman loses wedding ring
Yeah.
while I don't know delivering a baby calf, and then prize bull found 50 years later with ring in its nose
Yeah,
or something like that.
kind of thing. Yeah. What a story.
And then woman like eats steak and like, ow, what's
Yeah.
that? It's
What's
my
that?
wedding
It's
ring.
my wedding ring.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
The fourth one probably isn't a mystery
Great.
because I was pissed.
Two out of two ain't bad.
You lost a duffel coat
Yeah.
while pissed.
Yeah. I was in a bar, pissed.
Okay.
I went in with a duffel coat.
You
Gone.
lost a coat.
Gone.
Incredible. Did someone come up and ask you what kind of dog is that?
What kind of coat is that?
What kind of beer is that?
I think you woke up like, and then the weirdest thing is my watch was gone. Also, I was naked and hog-tied in a bathtub full of ice.
I was in London. Pretty sure it was Nick.
With lipstick writing on the mirror, and it just said, "We have your kidneys.
Yeah.
Call an ambulance."
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that one was nicked.
Right. Yeah. Where's the
Did you
mystery?
take it off?
Yeah,
Right.
No,
pretty sure it was nicked, but I'll never know.
Yeah, it's probably fairly safe to assume that one was nicked.
I'll never know.
I've got another one that's sound related in my house
Yeah.
as well. Whenever it's windy, something bangs against the structural nature of the house, and it sounds like a metal pole, like a scaffold pole, hitting-
clang.
It's like boom, 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 boom. But only when it's really windy. And I have gone out both sides of my house when it's happening, and you can't hear it outside. So I leave Ali inside, open a window, and then I say. And then she tells me when she can hear the noise, because she can hear it too. And then I look.
Nothing.
Like this, to try and see something hitting the house.
Yeah.
Tried both sides of the house. Nothing's moving. Nothing's shifting. But Ali's like, I can hear it. I'm like, fuck!
Yeah.
What is it? I don't know. It's been doing it for years. It's so annoying.
Ali's looking for her keys, going, I can hear it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can hear it,
sure,
whatever,
yeah,
yeah.
whatever.
The difference here, right? Okay. You, Chris Ray, you're like.
I think you're going to criticise me.
You're
here.
like-
and I don't. I'll only take overwhelmingly positive.
No,
feedback.
but you're like, and then this unbelievable thing happened, right? This one time where I was absolutely wasted.
John's missing the theme because
No.
he still thinks it's happened on a Monday. It's not Monday.
Yeah. It's
Yeah. Okay.
Monday.
All right.
Yeah.
So on a day, okay, just in this instance, it was a Monday, but that's unrelated.
So
So no, it was on a Monday.
what
and
you're going to say?
No. I'm using you as an example.
Sure.
So right, guys. Okay.
Making an example
This
of it.
mundane mystery happened on a Monday.
On a Monday.
I was absolutely wasted. I went into a bar.
Yeah.
And I had a coat when I came in,
Yeah.
and then I guess I left it there.
Mystery though.
And Nick is like, having started before we went on air, you were talking about your fear of kind of like ending up in the news or something like that.
Yeah, or at least in
Yeah.
jail for something. A crime.
And because you're going like, and then we get this weird noise, and so we spend 6 hours, Ali and I, with like the audiograph, and like we
What is that?
We isolate the electricity in the house. You're
Shut
out
everything down, all the lights off.
You're out in the garden with a bloody like Van de Graaff generator.
Yeah.
It's like when your Game Boy.
Yeah, that was a great
watch.
mystery. That was a mundane mystery.
Yeah.
When my alarm went off, thought I had a home invader. We accidentally turned his Game Boy on with full
thought
volume.
You thought someone was playing
Game Boys downstairs.
You would have.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would.
I probably would have thought that's probably what you
Objectively.
watched.
Occam's razor.
No,
It's like,
yeah. Occam's razor doesn't apply when the home invader is maybe a bit of a Dumbo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
Occam,
maybe a bit of a Dumbo.
yeah, because what it's like, you hear hooves. What do you think, horse or zebra? And you're going like,
Man in horse costume.
I heard a noise in the middle of the night, and I was like, it must be someone playing a Game Boy. And you or I would go, that's ridiculous. Like, no, you don't understand. My house is full of Game Boys.
Yeah.
So somebody.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
I know I don't have that game, and I know that Game Boys don't turn themselves on.
Yeah.
What's your next? We've been through this,
Yeah.
and I think I've won the case multiple
Yeah.
times with everyone I talk to. Everyone's on my
Mystery.
side.
Mystery.
Everyone's on my side.
Okay, I'm trying to bring one to the table here.
So
Got
many
a mundane
mysteries.
mystery.
There's so many. I just don't. My point is, I don't really like losing things.
No.
So when I
So you have
literally
to dress it up as a bloody like Ripley.
just a mystery.
Oh, I've got another
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
I've got-
Loads of these.
My life's full of these. When we do a wash or clothes bundled together, obviously,
Yeah.
I used to do like male-only clothes and ladies-only clothes, but now we mix, obviously, because marriage and everything.
Yeah. That's the first thing you do when you get married.
First thing, yeah.
On account of a delicate biochemical difference between men and women.
yeah,
right?
absolutely,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's a sock, singular sock, that doesn't belong to either of us.
Jesus.
How's that possible?
Yeah.
Now, either Ali's lying, which I think that at first I accused her of, but like, what the fuck?
Who's put that there?
Where's that? Where's that come from?
Wait. Put that sock there.
This keeps happening.
No, it's just happened once.
Well, what happened to the sock?
I think we got rid of it eventually because it caused too many problems.
Yeah.
yeah.
It was causing a breakdown in the marriage. So
We had to get rid of it.
yeah,
Somehow. Because neither of us
It
wore
was
it.
driving a wedge
Yeah.
between us. Yeah.
I think it looked like a lady sock.
Right.
I think she just forgot that she
Yeah.
had it. But
You never found the other one.
no, it was a singular one,
Interesting.
and she swore it was never hers, and I was like, well, it's not mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't inherently lady sock, so it could have been a sock I could have
Yeah.
worn. And so, granted, I could have had a small
Could have
stroke
been,
and
could have
forgotten that it was mine. But
Yeah.
where was the other one?
Where was the other sock?
Never seen it before in my life. Don't know where it came from.
Yeah.
There must be an explanation,
Mystery.
right? Mundane mystery wise, because maybe for some reason like our clothes got bundled together with someone else's clothes when they came to visit or something, or we did a wash with some friends who stayed. I don't know, and someone left us off. It's probably an answer like that.
Yeah.
But still.
But we don't know for sure.
But we don't know for sure.
We'll
Monday
never know.
mystery.
We'll
It's a
never know for
mystery.
sure. Yeah.
Not now. We've binned it.
Yeah, we'll never know. We should have DNA'd that.
I'm
Should have DNA'd that.
desperately trying to think of. Probably my closest one was when I went for a piss in the middle of the night, and I, on my darkened landing, looked up and saw a light coming out of the attic.
Oh my god! I think
Yeah.
you talked about this before, but fuck that.
yeah.
Fuck that.
Fuck that. Did you just leave it on?
Ooh.
No, and I think
Ooh.
I
That's
left.
the worst thing you've ever said.
No, and I think. Well, here's the thing. I think there may have been a bit of like sleep confusion going on because there was a light coming out of the attic, but it wasn't like the main light. So I.
That's worse.
Yeah.
That suggests someone's up there with a torch and a Game Boy.
And a sock.
And a sock.
A dick in a sock.
And
yeah.
my keys.
And your keys, banging a pole against
Having
the wall.
we're having a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah, just leading us all on.
Yeah.
Gaslighting the whole fucking town.
Oh god, no, that is bad though.
Yeah.
That's the worst one you've ever
And
of
I
all of them.
I admit I was like, because my options were, well, do I just open the attic and work out?
So vulnerable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so vulnerable.
Yeah, you need like he's got the high ground.
He'll just bash you on the head with a Game Boy or a pipe.
It's overjoyed.
He's got the
I have
And
the high
also,
ground.
I no joke, there are like 5 unpainted Nerf guns up in the attic, so he's armed.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
great.
right
yeah.
there, yeah.
You can't win.
Yeah. So I'm like,
One of
well,
those in the eye, you're done.
do I just open the door now and just get to the bottom of it? And I'm like, no.
It could have.
Super glue it shut.
Yeah, never go up there.
So I
again.
go to
that's
bed.
it.
And you know that thing
There's
where,
a
like,
skeleton up
if you
there.
hear a random noise in the middle of the night, for a few seconds later, your ears have become sensitized, so
Sure.
they become
Yeah.
like incredibly.
You hear everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can hear like the follicles, growing.
Yeah.
And so I was just like scanning for noise.
Yeah.
And obviously nothing happened. And in hindsight, I think I saw like, I don't know, I'm going to rationalize it away now. I'm going to say I think I saw like the green safety light on the main light, which wasn't on. And I think maybe like the door was a bit misaligned, so the crack was a little bigger than usual. And it kind of, it was like
You can justify it any way you want.
3
John.
a.m.
Mystery.
Yeah. The truth is, there was a beast up there.
Yeah.
a bogeyman and all men
Yes.
were in the attic.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't want to alarm you,
Mystery.
but
We'll never know for sure.
No.
Mystery.
mundane mystery.
God, there must be
So
some-
many mysteries.
Well,
Well,
time.
Yeah.
Well-
we'll never solve them all. So if anyone does see my bespoke Darth Maul watch, it's gold.
Gold.
Well, brass.
Let's not say things we can't take back. It's
Brass coloured with Darth Maul's face on it.
got his face.
It
on
was a child's watch, but I had it restrapped.
but a man to make it a man's
to make it a man's watch,
yeah.
brown leather strap.
If I found that in the wild,
You
if I was just
imagine if we find
wandering
that.
neath a cloudless sky, and I came across a child's Darth Maul watch restrapped with a
Yeah.
man's leather strap,
It's probably mine.
yeah, I'd be like,
It's
Oh.
probably mine.
The weird thing will be probably you're going to have some.
Imagine David blaming me and ending up with that pile of shit.
yeah, unlucky guys.
You'd be like, that's the first time we've ever pulled that off, just
This-
by saying, what kind of dog is that?
This ain't a
And then
rolly.
we've ended up with this shit heap of a watch.
Yeah,
Ah, well.
but it meant a lot to you.
Yeah.
Okay, Didn't
I
care.
got over it. I got this nice new watch now.
because I think
Oh no, it's missing.
Shazam.
Comes out of your mouth.
Yeah.
Because like I don't believe in the things you're saying.
Wow.
But
The
also
things
like
I'm saying,
no.
holes in the top, mystery.
I'm just saying the greater
Fist in a club, mystery.
yeah, the greater
Watch.
the greater theatrics of what you're trying to paint. I'm like, well, no, it's not that.
I said
like
mundane. What was the first
Yeah.
word I said? Mundane.
Monday.
Monday.
I believe
Monday.
it was a Monday. I
Monday
think.
mysteries.
Yeah, on Monday mysteries.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But no, like I don't think these are like greater mysteries. But I have a kind of creeping suspicion that something will happen in my life at one point where I'll suddenly realise the universe is actually a lot simpler and weirder and kind of like sadistic than I believe it to be at present.
Yeah.
And there could be a moment where like maybe you're on your deathbed at the age of like 108.
Yeah.
You know, you've got all your great grandchildren around you,
That'd be sweet.
and they're going to be like, Grandpapa,
Yeah.
great great grandpapa, papa, cyber great great grandpapa.
Tell
Tell
us,
us,
I'm just head in pickle juice.
yeah. Tell us about your memories before the NFT wars, and
Yeah.
you're going to turn to like, and you're going to reach for like your memory like book,
Yeah.
Gland.
and
My memory gland. Activate gland.
Activate memory gland.
Activate memory gland.
Squirts out of syrup.
Years 2024.
you'll come.
Give me the 2024 syrup, and then you
Yeah.
just put a little shot glass. Glug.
Yeah.
I remember.
Oh, no! Yeah.
Thank you, Gland. That's okay, Chris.
Gland deactivated.
Gland deactivated. I'm having a stroke.
My point is,
What is your point?
my point is, you're gonna look in like the bedside table, and you're just gonna find the Darth
watch.
Maul watch there.
Yeah,
And it was there the whole time.
yeah.
100%. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah,
It's probably in a box somewhere.
It wasn't those bastard kids at all.
Maybe I never wore it to the park.
Maybe I've never owned a Darth Maul watch.
I don't know.
Oh my god. Maybe it's just something you wanted.
Yeah.
Maybe it was a dream.
Maybe that was some fan art of myself I drew once.
Yeah.
Drew yourself with a sweet ass watch.
Yeah.
It's called manifesting. Look it up.
Yeah.
That'd be what a mystery.
What a mystery.
I live a dry kind of milk toast life. I don't have these kind of grand mysteries.
Yeah.
Trinkets.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, my Mario Home Invader was all because
Yeah.
of a watch as well. So
Yeah,
when you
yeah.
get novelty watches, you invite panic into your life.
Yeah.
Never have a watch. is
Never
what I'm
have a
saying.
novelty
Yeah.
watch.
Yeah, that's the lesson.
It can only cause harm.
That's delightful though.
There you go.
Yeah, what a treat.
Who's got?
I've got it.
Here we go.
I'm sure you've all heard about the Willy Wonka
Yes.
debacle.
I'm glad this has come up.
Yes.
Yeah.
What a treat, by the
Yeah.
way.
Wait,
Absolutely delightful.
Could we give?
All-
Maybe you're planning this. Could you give some context to anyone listening, maybe an
absolutely
international
can.
listener who doesn't know what the hell this is?
Yeah. So was it Glasgow?
Yes.
Yeah, why not?
Glasgow.
Yeah, sure.
It was
Yeah,
Glasgow.
where dreams go to die.
Advertised online was a Willy Wonka themed
Yeah.
experience
Yeah.
for families / specifically children.
Yeah.
All the imagery and website that accompanied said advertising for this event was AI generated.
Yeah.
Painting a very unrealistic, if I'm honest, looking at those pictures,
Yeah.
very unrealistic image of what children and families could hope to
Sure.
experience by
Yeah.
going to this wonderful day out.
Yeah.
Which was a sort of temporary pop-up, but very, very
Immersive.
Immersive.
Yeah.
That's
But
important.
but
And interactive.
a
Yeah.
wonderland in the truest sense.
A wonderland
Yeah.
in the truest sense.
A
Yeah.
land of wonder.
Themed around everyone's favourite chocolatier.
Apparently, they weren't actually allowed to call it Willy Wonka.
No, they weren't.
It was
So
called Willy McGee.
Yeah, he was
Something
called
like
Willy
that.
McDuff,
McDuff.
but it was called Willy's Chocolate Experience.
Yeah.
Which to me sounds a little bit like something
Yeah.
else. But anyway.
As long as there wasn't a slash after Willy's. Willy's / Chocolate
Willy's
Experience.
/ Chocolate Experience. So this sold very well.
Yeah,
a lot,
it would.
a lot of tickets sold.
Very popular.
Oh,
A lot of
at the
expectant
moment.
families and their children.
Yeah.
And then they rock up to, shall we say, an underwhelming experience.
Yeah.
Wasn't it like 35 quid to get in or something like
Yeah,
that?
each
Like-
ticket, and that was everyone. So every member of the family. So if you had 4 members of the family, that's
Oh, I
35
didn't-
quid each.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And it was a warehouse, barely decorated.
I'm sure most people have seen it listening to this, but it is sensational.
If you haven't, Google it. Google Willy's Chocolate
stop
Experience.
stop
Glasgow.
listening to this and Google it immediately.
It's incredible the sights
Yeah.
that they must have been faced with when
Yeah.
they walked in, and it's just like a bit of curtain hanging on a wall, like a lollipop sticking out of the ground,
Yeah.
and then just vast swathes of industrial negative space,
yeah.
just nothing at all.
There was
Yeah.
the meth lab Oompa Loompa.
The meth
which is-
lab
Yeah.
Oompa Loompa was pretty legendary. So it's like in an attempt to try and make it look like a factory and it's all
Yeah.
magical. There was like a trestle table with no tablecloth on it.
Yeah.
So an assorted like fractionating column like chemistry equipment
yeah.
stuff. That just looked like random glassware,
Yeah.
and then an Oompa Loompa. Although for legal reasons,
No, not an Oompa
they
Loompa.
weren't called that. I
They were
think.
called something weird.
Yeah, they were. I can't remember what they were. Damn it. In a sort of like legally distinct Oompa Loompa outfit, and in the classic photo of her, she looks off her mash
Yeah.
on ecstasy pipes because there's like smoke in the air and her eyes are like half closed and she looks like she's drowsy and about to fall asleep. And there's loads of brilliant stories about it. Like kids were allowed a single jelly bean, which was administered from a test tube from a gloved hand into these waiting children's hands. 1 jelly bean they were allowed. They were allowed a half-filled plastic cup of Tesco Value lemonade from this table that was just marked with a bit of paper on it.
Yeah.
And the whole thing was AI generated, so the script for like what the actors had to say.
That's the wildest part.
Yeah.
I know. And I've already talked about my problems with AI, and if anything, this is going to help
this is-
our cause.
I heard something. It might have been Frank Skinner on Absolute Radio was talking about. This is the first time like the press has negatively reported
Yes,
on AI
exactly.
properly.
I think
Yeah.
it could do a lot of good work for the cause.
For the fight. Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of the greatest things that the AI just seemed to generate was this villain character.
Oh, this is the best bit.
Who is
The AI script just generated this out of nowhere.
and
This is so good.
I just can't believe like humans were involved.
yeah.
Someone had to like print it out. The
Absolutely.
script.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
going to get to him in a minute.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The
Yeah.
human that's involved, if indeed there ever was a human, because Ali's theory is that the AI has just gone rogue and sentient online and created this entire event and just fucked off with the money. I mean, who knows what it's going to spend it on?
Yeah.
This is the first instance of true sentient AI.
Right.
Anyway, so the script generated a villain character.
Yeah. Oh well.
Which all of the staff had to not only speak about and talk about as they said their
Sure,
lines,
yeah.
but also some poor actor had to play the role of.
Oh.
And the villain was called the Unknown. That's it, just called the Unknown. And
It's the way they introduce him. It's just the actor goes, "Oh no, it's the unknown."
what is that?
What is that?
It's the Unknown.
It's the unknown.
And he's just like squatting behind a mirror, like a sort of waist-high
Yeah,
mirror.
because the mirror was integral
Yeah.
to.
So the law
He lived in
is
the walls,
He's
didn't
the
he?
evil chocolatier who lives in the walls of the
Yeah.
chocolate factory.
Right.
Again, AI. I mean, it doesn't need to
Yeah.
make sense. So in order, I think, to create the sense of the fact that he was in the walls, he hides behind mirrors
Yeah.
in rooms in the factory and then pops out and scares children. And there's this classic clip where, as Chris rightly says, you hear Willie McDuff
Yeah.
go, "Oh, what is that? It's the Unknown."
The unknown.
And then the Unknown creeps out from behind this mirror, and it's like a person in a long black robe and a silver, kind of like almost Doctor Doom-like
Yes.
mask.
Yeah.
And he's just doing these jerky movements with his neck and head, like a creepy ballerina.
It's creepy as shit.
It is. And the instant it emerges, a child just goes,
Yeah, literally in the
like,
same beat.
Split second.
Yeah.
That's the Unknown's like.
Yeah.
And the Unknown, honestly, out of all of the debacle of
Yeah.
this thing, the Unknown is the best thing.
That's
going
going
to
to have so many spin-offs.
Yeah.
The unknown. I guarantee there'll be a film.
I was
out.
well.
Guarantee.
They've some entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Some
Entrepreneur.
Use your words.
some asshole
Yeah,
has already
that's
gone.
it.
We're making an unknown movie.
Yeah, absolutely. You
God.
would.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
how can you copyright it or claim
know.
it? You can't.
You
It'll
can't.
be a cheaply made horror movie.
Yeah,
Slasher
like
movie.
those Winnie the Pooh horror movies.
Yeah, it'll be
or-
like that.
And if anything, that's another thing that's a big fuck you to AI generated shit, isn't it? Because there'll be the guy who created this event
yeah.
will probably want to kind of take ownership of the Unknown, but he can't because an AI made it.
Yeah.
And and then anyone can just use your fucking shit because doesn't belong to
Yeah,
a single
it's-
person. Anyway, so it turns out the guy who put it on
Yeah.
is like a notorious scammer. Like, and by scammer I mean he's done loads of things that have just like gone fucking south, and he hasn't paid people, and he hasn't.
Yeah.
They haven't been legit in any capacity. So the main crux of my hate is the fact that people can just do this, use their real name. It can go catastrophically wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe not to the scale that it has for the Wonka experience, but like his other things that he'd done went wrong.
Yeah.
And then he can just sort of pack up and off he goes, and he
Yeah.
does another thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, why is there no consequence for this? Why is it not you fuck up or you scam once and your name is so tarnished that
Yeah.
you cannot ever show your face on the planet ever again?
I get where you're coming from, because like he's assuming it's a real name and
Yeah.
he didn't like have like a ton of pseudonyms that he kind of hid behind.
Well, okay, yeah.
The guy's name went public associated with this, so
You can look up
think-
pictures of him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can see him.
How old does he look?
Like, not that old, like maybe early 40s.
The excuse they gave was like, "Oh yeah, we let down my suppliers." It's like, no, you didn't.
No.
There's stuff there that you clearly ordered and was delivered.
Yeah.
As planned.
Yeah.
And they promise refunds, but no one's got any yet. And the actors haven't been paid. So it's like he's done just the right amount to make it sound like he's doing the right
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
But then no one's ever going to, because
probably
the
vanished.
story's gone now. So no one's ever going to follow up whether or not
Yeah.
he paid these
But
refunds.
the thing I don't get is that like even putting on a shit event takes like some effort.
Yeah.
And even like lying and denying and saying things like, oh, well, everyone's going to get a refund, and, our support executives have reached out, and, we were let down by suppliers. Even doing that takes effort.
Yeah, I know.
And yet this still happened. So how does someone who's willing to put some effort in,
know.
like, it'd be easier to do it legitimately at this point, like...
The wildest thing
Yeah.
was that he put, before he was actually like interviewed, we saw his face, he put a statement out to various newspapers and through PR, I presume. And the statement was AI generated. right? And you can tell when you read it. Like anyone, you can look up this
Yeah.
statement and you can tell. And it refers to, we wished the event would come to light.
Oh god.
It's like, well, it did
come
to light. Like that's the wrong usage of that phrase. And then it constantly goes on, like it becomes obsessed, like AI tends to do when it's generated like this, with this concept of holographic paper.
Yeah.
And it's like we ordered some holographic paper for the event, but the holographic paper did not arrive. And if the holographic paper had arrived, it would have been such an incredible event because the holographic paper would have really sold it. And it's like, what are you doing? You're just going on about holographic paper, which also, by the way, isn't anything. Like that's just a made up thing. So it's like he put into an AI, make up an excuse for me, and it came up with holographic paper. And
Because
then
the AI must have based it on the viral stuff as well.
Probably.
The viral elements of this event.
Yeah.
It probably said, make a apology. Write me an apology for the Glasgow Willy Wonka event with an excuse for why it wasn't.
for why
as
it
good as
wasn't.
could have been.
Yeah. And then he
that's what
didn't. And then he didn't check it because
Yeah.
they're spelling weird like grammar and shit in it as well. And then he just send.
Yeah.
But that's
that was
like,
it.
but this is the thing that really grinds my gears about is that like if he was like a weirdo loser trying to get rich quick,
Yeah.
and he had in his garage, garage,
His
he'd been
garage.
tinkering with a computer, trying to develop a machine that would write anything he wanted it to,
Yeah.
and maybe one day lightning struck his antenna. And then it just became, it's suddenly like, oh my God, like I've created this amazing thing. And now he's got a machine that can write anything he wants. And he's like, that's a heartwarming, low budget Disney original
sure.
movie.
Yeah.
That's like buried on Disney Plus somewhere.
Yeah.
It's like, my computer saved my business, 3
question marks.
Yeah.
My computer saved Christmas.
But it's like these assholes are just like going, download, click.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Glenn.
Oh, I wonder if my special computer can like save my business. Chat GPT, download. You didn't even write the
do that.
code.
No.
You
Yeah.
didn't even develop it.
anything.
You didn't
Didn't
do
do anything.
shit. Yeah.
And then he got it wrong. And it fucked
Bastards.
him.
But like, what were the grifts he was pulling before he could just go to Chat GPT and
He must have
and
organised
rip
other
them off?
events.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I can't call to
don't
mind
know.
what they were. But like he probably laboured and struggled under the fact that he had to write his own fucking.
Oh yeah.
Because when
Shit.
I first heard about this, it just said like the guy who ran the event before we started to learn more about it, like the unknown and all that.
The unknown.
It's the unknown. It was
Oh,
like
Oh, what is that?
What is that?
What is that? It's the unknown.
It's the unknown.
Yeah, it's the way it's like
It's the way he
it's
says it.
Unknown.
What is that?
It's the unknown.
It's the unknown.
You do it really well.
He says it like a robot.
It's the unknown.
It's the unknown.
but like
What is that? It's the unknown.
but
It's on TikTok.
Well, I know it's unbelievable.
You'll find it on TikTok.
But when this first came out,
Another popular media.
like it was said like the guy who ran it, it was like claims to be a novelist. This is like as I saw it
Yes,
first
that's
reported.
right. Yes,
But they said
he's written a shitload of ebooks on Amazon,
which
hasn't
are
he?
all
Jesus.
AI written.
Yes.
Which is
So this is a guy who's trying to cash in on AI but doing it badly.
yeah. But
basically.
like 5 months ago, or even like I don't know, less, a year ago maybe, for being charitable. Like people
Couldn't
were
have done
doing that. Well, people were doing that exact same scam.
Oh, I see,
But
yeah.
without AI,
Yeah, yeah.
they were just getting ghostwriting agencies who you
Oh,
pay
yeah.
like $2 for 1,000 words.
Yeah.
To just write
Any garbage.
Yeah,
And
write
then
me.
see if you can make a profit.
Write me a book about getting a near constant erection through only eating like kale
Yeah,
or something like
good.
that.
Yeah.
And Priapism for beginners,
Yeah.
and then just selling it to like try and scam some loser.
Premature kale ejaculation.
Very
Ah.
That kind of thing. That's the kind of thing they generate.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a pun with kale and penises in it. but
Ejaculation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's also good.
That's also
Yeah.
good. They're all good.
Yeah,
Let's
another-
workshop something.
Another strong.
They don't have to be good. You just have to have 1,000
They
shit
just have to be
books.
words.
Yeah.
They just have to be words.
So like, it's just I don't know. Wouldn't it be easy to get a job?
But also, like,
Yeah.
if you've really jumped on AI, oh, this thing's going to make me millions.
Yeah.
I'm going to be rich. You wouldn't choose an event as the obvious application of that technology.
Well, the AI can't do that bit
Exactly.
for you, can it?
So it can do all
Yet.
the.
Yet.
It can do the images. It can write the website, which it clearly did because that was full of errors as well.
Well, all the posters and that, the words were not words.
just nonsense.
They were just symbols.
Yeah, there was the famous Enchirining Entertainment.
Yeah.
And Catchy Tunes.
Yeah.
Which was meant to be catchy tunes, I think.
Yeah.
But like, so it can't do words very well anyway. But it wrote the script. It can't do words in images, I should say. It can.
No.
It can write though. So it wrote the script, planned the event. It seems. created pictures, made the website. That's
Yeah.
all fine. But that's all front end stuff. And then it's like, now you've got to put the event on.
Yeah,
That
you've gotta
involves
do it, yeah.
actors, that involves a space booked, that
Yeah.
involves like prop layout and everything.
Yeah, he had
Can't
to
do that with AI.
He had to have some money.
Yeah.
Not like a big amount of
Yeah.
money, but
No.
like, you can get
But
like...
those Liz, what I watched the last leg on Friday with Liz, and they talked about it.
Yeah.
And this was like, these props wouldn't have been cheap.
Yeah, because they are props.
Well, the prop company's on TikTok, and they've gone
Oh,
really
they?
public with the fact that, he placed the order ages ago, and he
Yeah.
placed the order for only a certain number of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, there was no hiccup with how many things we provided. We provided everything. he
Yeah, I'm
asked
sure
for.
they did. Yeah.
So it's like,
But
he couldn't afford
they
everything.
are things. So he clearly
Yeah.
knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
But like this kind of the UK seems to have a proud tradition of this because we every now and then a story goes viral. Now this one is particularly weird.
This is great, by the way, because
Yeah.
things that are just a bit shit and don't hurt anyone are in my zone.
They're some of the best.
Yeah.
They are my jam. These
But-
kinds of things.
But like, it's generally around Christmas you'll get like a story
Oh,
which
yeah.
is like
Yeah.
Winter
Oh, the Winter
Wonderland
Wonderlands,
in
yeah.
Nottingham.
Parents left bereft.
Yeah, and it's like
By
you know,
Winter Wonderland blunder.
meet Santa.
You know,
He's
and
out
then
his
he
pants.
falls off the stage, or
And then you turn up and it's like it's just a car park.
Yeah.
And there's like, one tree.
Yeah.
And a
Yeah.
bit of like spray paint on the floor to
Yeah.
look like snow.
Yeah.
And like a reindeer chained up
Yeah.
in a corner.
Oh,
It's
God.
like-
that kind of thing.
I feel like it highlights. I think people go to like theme parks, like you go to Disney World,
Yeah.
and you sort of look around, and you go, "Oh, I could do this."
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What is it? It's just a load of like
Get a load
props,
of fucking props.
skeleton props,
Book a load of actors.
hang up
give
a
them
load of
scripts.
curtains, give them script. You done it. And then the realization is, well, when people like that
Yeah.
put something on, you get this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get this Wonka event, and it's like, actually, theming a space to be an immersive,
Yeah.
genuine
Yeah,
environment
yeah.
is actually really hard. It turns out.
like the irony is like if you hadn't used AI, this would just be yet another story about
Yeah.
this slightly shitty event, because
Yeah.
I guess you just have to fool a few people.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you get out while the going's good. Like, you kind of disappear like in the moment.
And
And
the funny thing was, this was only a single day event,
yeah.
and he still fucked it. And
Yeah.
it still got closed early because the police were called.
I love the police.
Really?
got called.
Yeah.
Well, weren't people like breaking things
I think they were.
by the end. They were
Yeah.
it was mob rule by the end.
Do we know if the guy, the mastermind, was he on site?
I believe he was not.
Yeah, because that's smart.
Yeah.
I think he left the actors to deal with it.
Yeah, I
basically.
think
And
he did.
They'd only been
Yeah.
hired like the day before.
Like somebody had to collect the money, or unless you
Yeah.
had to pre-book the tickets.
I think
or
they
something.
were all paid for
They-
online.
yeah,
That's very clever.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
very
The stories
clever.
from the actors are great. They've all like filmed themselves talking on TikTok
Yeah.
about it. And,
Particularly
and all
the meth head Oompa Loompa
yeah,
is like a local hero.
Oh, sure.
Because she almost immediately knew she wasn't getting paid, and the whole thing was shocking from when she turned up, obviously. But then she saw all these kids who were like really upset. So
Yeah.
she's just doing everything she could to
Yeah.
like, try and make their day as good as it could be. She was like, posing for photos and like
Yeah.
trying to like encourage them. And
Yeah.
everything. And it's just like she's come out really well from all of this.
they'll probably get bank from it as it
Yeah.
turns out.
And
It's
people are
so
saying
bad.
that if they put it on again, they would get like a waiting list through the
do
roof.
it
Like,
again,
So
yeah.
many people would want
Yeah,
to go
oh,
see
yeah.
it if they
Do
did it
you
again.
think, like, that Oompa Loompa, the sad Oompa Loompa, who looked like she was running a meth lab,
Yes.
do you think she was told to, like, bring your own costume or develop your own costume? Do
I
we know
think- Yeah, I don't know. No, I think the costumes were provided.
It was from like a fancy dress shop.
It
though.
was a fancy dress
Yeah.
shop.
Okay,
one.
It wasn't
Yeah,
yeah.
it was
They
in a
didn't
bag.
make it.
I think,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I
And there were
Oh,
3
God.
Willies, apparently.
Okay.
Not Free Willy the film, but
No.
3 Willies.
3 individual.
And I
Willies.
don't know whether they were all active at the same time or whether they were like active in shifts.
Doing shifts, yeah.
Willy shifts. I don't
Oh
know.
God.
I just, like, do they get paid?
They did well. They were promised pay, but they never apparently got
Yeah,
paid.
interesting, because that's the perfect element of scam, isn't it? Just
Yeah.
pre-sell the tickets, leave the actors to
Yep.
pick up the slack,
Pick up the
and then...
pieces.
And then never show. Yeah.
But I know what you mean about it's very frustrating that it seems like the shittier you are,
Yeah.
the more second chances you get. Like,
Exactly.
to just keep doing this.
And it's like, because I guess technically he hasn't committed a crime, because until one of those
No.
actors, like, I guess takes him to court for not paying him. But even then, that's probably sketchy ground, because was there a contract?
Yeah.
There's all manner of things he could probably get away with. But it doesn't really matter, in my opinion, it doesn't really matter whether he gets away with it or not. What matters is surely all of the bad grace that there is now. Like, why he would ever, regardless of having not broken any laws, why would anyone ever still want to work with him ever again after that? I just don't understand.
But he'll probably run with it and say, I'm the guy who put on this shit event.
Yes, and
come to my other shit events.
But I do wonder about this.
And people will come now because it's been everywhere.
Well, say you're not a scam artist. Say you're not a horrible asshole.
Thank you.
But if something happens where, like, say, like, you know, I talked about it earlier, but like you're walking home and something unfortunate happens where you trip. Maybe there's like a seagull involved.
Yeah.
And suddenly you're the guy whose ass is shown on like the one
Dick
show.
button balls.
Yeah. You know, oh no, I really hope I don't show my dick button balls on national TV. You know, when it all comes out in the open.
How weird that you'd be thinking that immediately before your dick button balls fall out.
And that's bad. But I guarantee, like, in the future, you go and try and get jobs, and they Google your name.
You're the seagull guy.
That'll be the first thing that comes up. And there's that photo of your ass in the air and a seagull perched on your butt.
So it would fuck us.
But I guarantee this guy can do this again tomorrow.
And
he'll get away with it.
He'll lean into it. I reckon he'll lean into it.
It seems like the worse the thing you do,
yeah,
the more forgiveness
if you're
get.
gonna make something shit, make it really fucking
yeah.
But it's like the Fire Festival guy.
Yes,
Yeah.
He's doing
back.
it again.
He's doing it again.
Yeah, he's back.
What the fuck?
And people will go.
People will go.
Go.
Well, he claims people have already bought tickets.
I know, but
What?
they will have because they watched the Netflix documentary.
But how far do you take this? Top of a spire. Trump's doing it again.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, well, that's gonna happen.
But a prime example is, like, people will be jumping on the Fire Festival too, like you said, because of the Netflix documentary, forgetting that the Netflix documentary was about the fact that he couldn't put on an event.
Thing is, taking this to the extreme, people will fucking die at one of these events, and then they'll be like, "Oh yeah, we probably shouldn't have done that."
But
shouldn't
even
have done that.
yeah, because I don't know. I think the people probably buying tickets are almost as bad as him. As him at this point, because they're probably thinking to themselves, if this goes tits up, I'll be famous.
I can put it on.
Then I can go.
TikTok.
I can go and do a news story about how
I'll go viral, and none of the rest of it will matter.
Fucking hell.
I got dysentery, but I went viral.
Yeah.
I went viral in 2 ways.
But like, you know, but like, you know, to use Liz as an example, you know,
lovely name.
Understands
very nice name.
Event organisation.
Yes,
I think we all have.
Liz watching Fire Festival was a real treat. By the way.
Yeah, this is what I mean. We all, on some level, understand what's required to do a proper job.
Yeah.
And like, you know, Fire Festival, you know, when it's like, oh, we've got like 60,000 people arriving tomorrow, and we have no mattresses, and it's like, oh my god,
let's cancel the event. You'd probably say.
Yeah. How do you even
But
get
also,
to this
surely
point?
the panic running through your veins at that point.
The
Yeah.
guilt and the panic.
Yeah, it's like, oh my god.
But then I think I
fucked
can't
up.
remember the guy's name, but I
it's
think the guy
Billy,
at the top,
Billy
yeah,
something, yeah.
he doesn't care.
He
but
doesn't
there's
care.
people working there who do give a shit.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And it's like the actors at this thing. It's like that's the same level of empathy, I suppose, that some people have.
Well, he came across like a bit of an idiot,
Yeah.
like a talentless idiot.
Yes.
But not to say that as an excuse, but also like a kind of manipulative showman.
Big time.
Because he's like, I have no talent and I'm fundamentally an idiot.
Yes.
And I'm now facing jail time.
Yeah.
But also, somebody
I've gone viral on TikTok.
But somebody just gave me $6 million to set up a new business.
Yeah.
How? Who?
Yeah,
how?
I know,
Why?
I know.
I couldn't walk into that room and get that money.
No,
Yeah.
certainly not.
How do you do this?
Maybe we should
Yeah.
put on a spectacularly shit event.
I think if you walk the middle road where you aren't like spectacularly great and you aren't a spectacular failure, then no one gives a shit. But if
No.
you are either extreme,
Oh, yeah.
then
Yeah.
people will come a running, fistfuls of money to give it to you.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, for sure. Having said all of this, we're going to a Paddington Bear immersive experience in the summer.
Okay. This should
But
Wait, was it Paddington Bear or Poddington Boar?
Poddington Boar, yeah. Oink. With his cucumber sandwiches.
Oh, classic.
Come meet Poddington Boar.
M-E-A-T.
Why are the quotation marks around meat?
why-
Why is meat
why-
spelt wrong?
Why are there three levels of quotation marks around Poddington Boar, mummy?
For legal reasons, Timmy.
Well, Timmy. The estate of the. Anyway, but he said, it looks legit because it's on the proper Paddington Bear website. It's in the middle of London.
Right,
And it's
sure,
across
yeah.
it's across several weeks.
Yeah, it's not in like
But
a
this is
back
when-
alley in
Yeah,
Chepstow.
it seems legit.
But this is when you realise that, like, you've been checking paddingtonbear.org, not paddingtonbear.com.
No, and that's the problem.
Yeah.
And it
Yeah.
redirects to poddingtonboard.gov.uk.
It's too. We booked it now. It's too late. We booked it for
It's too late.
for Jacob's birthday.
Yeah.
So it'll either be a great success or we'll ruin his birthday. You know.
When you met Bluey the other week,
Yes.
how
did.
long was that Bluey event?
For me,
Yeah.
about 10 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah.
That
So you
was
walked up to Bluey.
We queued in a very small queue. We took a picture. The boy didn't know what was happening.
No.
And we left.
Okay.
And we went for a coffee.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was fine.
I'm picturing like a whole.
I haven't watched an episode of Bluey since, actually.
Oh yeah, you kind
What
of
does
peaked
the
it.
Poddington Boar experience promise?
Immersion.
Okay, beyond that,
How
like,
do you get immersed?
how are
in
you
a
going to get
bear?
immersed in the world of
Poddington Boar.
Poddington Boar.
I think you'd like turn up at Paddington, inverted commas again. Let's assume all of this is inverted.
Yeah.
everywhere.
For legal reasons, yeah.
Paddington Station.
Come meet
Yeah.
Poddington Boar.
Then you go to his street. Then you go in his house. Then,
Oh, okay.
then there's like a village fete at the end or something, and you can
Have a
meet
scone.
Paddington and things like that. It does sound charming.
I'm
to
not.
be fair.
I'm not a praying man, but I am praying.
Yeah.
It is a shit as the Willy Wonka experience.
Imagine if it is, and you're there. And
Yeah.
Now you're.
You could be that. Oh my god, have a bleeding edge of culture.
If it's shit, you have to film it.
yeah.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
I feel like it won't be.
No.
It starts in May and
Disappointingly.
it runs for months.
Oh god. Okay,
so I feel
yeah.
like they've got a residency at
Sure,
this
yeah.
central London location, so I think it will be fine.
if I was an entrepreneurial man,
Indeed.
I would put on my single day Poddington Boar show while the Paddington Bear official show was on, hoping that just a few people would go to the wrong one
Yeah.
and go to mine.
Like idiot,
Maybe we should do it.
Idiot in a hurry.
Idiot in a hurry.
Yeah.
A
that's
show
it.
called Hate presents
Poddington
Poddington
Boar.
Boar. Yeah.
It's just me in a like
Yeah.
a duffel coat with no trousers on.
It's just you on all fours charging at people.
Yeah, in a duffel coat.
Yeah.
like a stuffed boar's head.
I love the four fours charging at people.
Oh shit.
Everyone get ready. It's, oh my god, it's Poddington Boar!
Poddington. Run, children!
Run, children!
Run!
He's
Run for your
hungry!
lives, children! It's Poddington Boar!
clasp your satsumas close, children.
You just see like a closed gate, like the Jurassic Park gate. You just
Yeah.
hear like
There'll be no time for marmalade, children!
gates bang open and it's me, naked except for a duffel coat, on
Poddington-
all fours.
Poddington Boar approaches!
I just lift my chin to the sky. I'm just like,
Yeah. Yeah.
marmalade.
He's just running for your life.
He's coming.
Who is this for? What is the demographic? Oh, Charlie Nation.
God.
Good.
Oh yeah, Poddington Boar.
Poddington Boar.
See you in the summer.
I can't wait to meet.
I can't wait to Poddington Boar.
Come meet Poddington Boar. Bring protein.
He hungers.
Bring protein or expect to lose a limb. Yeah, that kind of thing.
That sort of general
Oh
vibe.
man.
Fucking hell. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I love Paddington Boar. Poddington Boar.
Poddington Boar. This episode is sponsored by Poddington Boar.
For new immersive experience.
Yeah, for a single
Little
hour.
town UK.
Single hour in London town.
I've got a hate.
Yes. Why not?
I hate when companies go out of their way to add flavour to a thing that really shouldn't have flavouring.
I see.
Interesting.
Now, well, here's
Are we
the thing.
talking snow cones?
Well, no, let's say medicine.
Right.
Okay. So, as a kind of warm-up example,
Oh, I know.
I remember when I was but a child.
butter child.
A butter child.
Hello, I was one of a
butter-
buttered child.
I was one of the Lurpak butter children.
I used to really sizzle in summer. I was one of the Oh yeah, do you remember the animated Lurpak family?
Yeah, do you remember that? Oh, yeah. No, it was one guy. He had a trombone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it
Made
family?
of Lurpak.
He was made of Lurpak.
He was made of Lurpak.
Was the trombone made of Lurpak?
I also... no, I think it was a little brass trombone.
That was an actual trombone.
This is one of
a
the
tiny doll trombone.
Yeah.
We're going deep into Nick lore here, but being one of the 9 Lurpak children is one of the funniest things you've ever said.
Yeah. Yeah. I just want to create an entire, like, history of advertising of Lurpak when there was like the 7 Lurpak butter children.
Yeah.
And I was one of them.
Honestly, like when I think we were at a convention because
were very tired, yeah.
I came back to the table at one point.
That's right,
I'd been absent and I found a piece of paper that just said Nick was one of the original 7 Lurpak butter children. And it said like,
Well, you write your own biography.
And under it said
The list of all of their names.
greasy, slimy, fatty, and gunt. What a piece of paper to find.
That was just for you.
It's a fact. It also said the original.
The original, yeah.
Nick was one of the 7 original Lurpak butter children.
But that's an important aspect, 'cause like the sugar babes,
God.
they've been reinvented many times.
Lurpak butter children, you know, greasy, slimy, buttery, and gunt.
That was the start of someone's CV.
Yeah. As a
Nick's
child.
biography, Nick was one of the originals.
The original 7.
Yeah, the original 7 Lurpak butter children. The butter children.
The butter children.
Then they sacked us off for that little trombone man.
Oh, Jesus, my abdomen. Oh. Fucking hell.
Oh yeah, deep lore.
Oh.
Anyway, so as an example, I remember like when I was very young, and you know, you're teaching a kid to learn to brush their teeth.
The little
You know,
teeth pegs.
you know, they may not like the mint flavour.
Sure.
And I remember when I was very young.
There were other
Toothpaste is bollocks, isn't it, by the way? Because it doesn't do anything.
What?
You don't need that much toothpaste
but,
on
you
your
know,
toothbrush. I only found this out relatively
Says the
recently.
guy who steals it.
Yeah.
On the reg.
He's never paid for
He's never paid for a
bloody
single
toothpaste.
blob of
Yeah.
toothpaste in his
This is
life.
how I get away with it.
Yeah. What do you
Okay.
mean?
Yeah,
But you
yeah.
don't need loads of toothpaste on your toothbrush.
Well,
Because
no,
the
you just
brushing
need-
is
you
what
need
cleans
some.
them.
Yeah, you need some.
Oh, right.
What does the paste do? Not a lot.
Lubricates, gets that fluorine in there.
But that's all it does. It doesn't. Why does it need to be mint flavored?
Well, it could be any flavour.
That's what I mean.
Which is my point.
Whereas
But then,
fresh,
would you
isn't it?
rather it was mint flavored?
Well, actually now, yeah, because that's
Yeah.
a neutral flavour.
that's society.
But
It's got to you there.
when I was a kid, I'm using this as an example.
Been brainwashed.
When I was a kid,
Bubblegum.
my parents used to, well, stop spoiling my anecdote.
Oh, was it bubblegum?
No, listen, my parents would take me and my brother and put us in like a kind of like a,
A
net,
headlock.
like a headlock.
Yeah.
And they would like brush our
Yeah.
teeth. Like
Really?
yeah.
Oh, my God.
That sounds
yeah,
horrifying.
It's unpleasant, yeah. And they,
They
bought,
still do it now.
they bought like, you know, little shits strawberry toothpaste. You know,
I had some strawberry
for kids.
toothpaste, yeah.
And it was so vile.
Yeah.
You know, I was a very good boy and never stepped out of line.
No.
But I think even me and my brother, as children, were like, Mama,
no, thank
Papa,
you.
this is awful.
This is.
yeah.
I do not like it.
And I think they actually, the following day, were like, yeah, we tried it. Yeah, it's awful. We're not getting that again.
Wow.
It was vile.
Oh.
So my point is, like, some executive or some marketing person or some manufacturing person was like, let's inject, like, strawberry flavour.
Yeah, yeah,
Let's
try
It'll
another
be great.
flavour.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure it does work.
Yeah.
If everyone buys one and then realizes it's shit, who cares?
Yeah.
What about
everyone-
chocolate flavoured toothpaste? How
Chocolate
would we feel
flavour.
about that?
Conflicted.
Or coffee?
Well, now you're
What
talking- now
what
you're talking
flavors
my
would
language.
children like?
Coffee.
Coffee.
Well,
just coffee.
But mint is seen as like a clean flavour.
It feels fresh on
like
the tongue, right?
lemon could also work.
Oh, lemon could work.
Lemon would be
yeah,
nice,
like a little
yeah.
lemon meringue.
Or more
pie.
specifically,
cleanser.
lemon curd.
Like I like lemon curd.
I like lemon curd.
You'll have like a limoncello at the end of a meal.
Yes, true. As a
Yeah.
palate cleanser.
Palate cleanser.
Anyway, this week I had
Apple.
This week I had to go into
Apple.
Apple could work.
Apple could
kind
work.
of
That'd be
fresh.
nice.
Yeah. But I had to go into hospital
Sea breeze.
this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fresh laundry.
I
That kind of thing. Oh no, that's something else.
I had to have a test done at
Oh.
hospital this week. Anyway, good news, everyone. Clean bill of health.
Hey.
That's great. Yeah, I know you're all right.
I already knew that.
Yeah.
There's no
already
jeopardy.
knew
There's
that.
no jeopardy there because I already knew that.
Stakes are so
got
low.
a gold envelope here with
Yeah.
test results. But no, I had to have a test done.
Yeah, a test.
At a hospital, a procedure. And I'm gonna be delicate here. We'll keep it vague. Don't want to give too much information.
Yeah.
Let's just say that it involved a length of hose pipe and
Your-
one orifice on my body.
Your-
try and guess which one.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you have to do
Prizes for guessing.
I think you'll be pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
So you have to do a bit of prep
Imagine if
beforehand.
it could have been your ear.
Could be my ear.
It
Yeah,
wa-
he
it
hasn't
wasn't.
been. That's an orifice.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Yeah. What?
Sorry.
You
Yeah.
had to do some prep beforehand.
Yes, you have to do a bit of prep beforehand. right?
Interestingly.
So,
Yeah.
That
kind of-
narrows
what kind
down
of
the
prep?
orifices. Already.
well, you know, they don't want
Well,
any.
you had to brush your teeth.
Well, I wish. No, but they're like, no, okay, so this thing, there's a pipe going into your body, and we don't want to hit any obstructions on the way. So you got to clean out.
Okay, it's
Clean out the old gunny
narrowing
rights.
down even
Yeah,
more.
Yeah.
Now then.
Yeah.
Let's just be clear. We're talking about John's ass. Right. So
I mean, like every other
Is the
episode.
reason-
yeah.
It's so delicate.
is the reason,
Yeah.
because I always assumed they just didn't want to roast dinner in there.
They don't want to. They don't want to hit anything.
They didn't
yeah,
want to find
yeah.
that.
They want a good view of the
Yeah.
pipe
They want a
work,
clear
yeah.
view.
But do they? Is it just because they don't want a blockage? Is that why?
Yeah, because it would be. You think about it, it would be a nightmare if there
Yeah.
was anything.
It'd
in
be
there.
packed with shit.
My assumption.
Can you actually finding a 4-car pileup?
Yeah. My assumption was always they were worried it would like come out
Oh, I think it's twofold. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like
I think
rather than they wouldn't be able to get the camera up.
none of
some
this is
stuff
good.
comes out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
None of this is
There's a
good.
bit of juice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But they're like, okay, you got to clean the old pipes. You know, you got to flush the system.
Flush the
Yeah.
system.
You drink a lot of water.
Well,
Oh.
I wish. No, no, it's much worse.
I've had one of these before as well, by the way.
I never have.
This is my third.
It's an
now.
experience.
Yeah.
I'm sure I will at some
Yeah.
point.
I wouldn't put it high on the to-do list.
No.
No. But particularly now, like the worst part was not the procedure; it's the prep,
Right.
which is why one brings to the table now.
I understand.
Don't
So,
bring it
like-
to the table.
Oh
God.
no. And he's here tonight. So like 48 hours before,
Yeah.
you've got to start controlling your diet.
Sure.
So they say like, only eat. You can't have any fiber.
Only fish paste.
Well, they give you like a very limited list, but like I ate a lot of chicken in that
Yeah.
24 hours.
Gotcha.
More than you usually.
Oh, I never eat chicken at all. Yeah,
I slaughtered and ate 3 whole
yeah.
chickens.
I bought like a kilo of chicken thighs, and
Oh, nice.
I just
I
wrote.
fought and killed a gibbon, but that wasn't irrelevant.
Not the local gibbon.
I did that just
Not
to
the cool town
Cool
gibbon,
Town
John.
gibbon.
I did that just to regain my confidence.
Yeah.
It was obviously doing the medical procedure.
Yeah. You haven't boxed for a while, have you, to be fair? So.
Oh my god.
He had it coming. He had it
Oh, dear.
So you've got like 24 hours of only eating white food, but has like low
Yeah.
fiber, so potatoes, chicken,
Yeah.
maybe some rice.
Lovely.
If you're lucky.
And then it begins,
Yeah.
and you have to.
The evacuation.
Well,
Yeah.
it's like a blitz. They give you 4 sachets,
Right.
and each sachet has to be dissolved in a litre of water. So you've
Sure.
got 4 litres.
Woof.
So it's 2 litres kind of in the evening,
Yeah.
and then 2 litres in the morning.
That's a lot of litres.
That's a lot of litres, yeah.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
How do you acquire these sachets?
Oh, they post them to you.
They post them to you,
in a hazmat bag.
yeah.
So like
A little bomb symbol on
Yeah.
the
That's the stamp.
Royal Mail has them for specials.
Yeah, it's special postage. It's that limited edition 100 years of colonoscopy stamp
warning.
collection.
They're really
oh,
rare.
the commemorative,
commemorative stamp.
Commemorative bum range.
Yeah.
greatest asses of history.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
The
So
UK's top 10 rectums.
yeah.
That kind of thing.
So like the evening
We're
before.
never going to finish this.
No. So the evening before, 4 p.m.
Yeah.
It's like drink a litre, your first litre, over an hour,
Sure.
and then
That's a good effort.
then
yeah.
you get an hour's break,
Yeah.
and then drink the second litre.
Fuck me.
Over an hour.
I mean,
yeah.
they've got a lot of demands, haven't they, for this procedure? There's a lot of demands going
I mean,
on.
that's
very-
more than this.
Yes. I mean that's a pint.
This is 660.
No, that's
more
more
than
than
a
that's
pint.
more than a pint.
Well, I thought that's what a
We've
pint
already
was.
talked about this. John.
Okay. Yeah.
That's more than a pint.
That's a
Yeah.
pint.
Okay. Well,
This is
now,
660.
yeah.
You've got a
Well, no.
pint
This
there.
one is.
That's a
560.
pint.
Okay, that's a pint. Yeah.
says
yeah.
pint
Oh,
on
okay.
it.
Well, now I know. Okay. Anyway, I've been through a lot. Okay. So
Give me some sympathy.
my point is, you've got to drink a litre of this stuff, and I don't think they're saying like drink it over an hour because I think they don't want you like just necking a litre
Oh, sure.
in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
No.
Because you'd probably
Die.
feel that, you know.
They'd be, you'd be flying out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'd be like a tube of toothpaste.
Yeah.
But
Like a lawn sprinkler.
I've had this before,
Yeah.
about 6 or 7 years.
Sure.
And I think they've changed the recipe.
Oh.
Because back in the day,
Tastes like strawberries.
Well, back in the day, I swear it used to have like an aniseedy kind of,
Oh.
And I think the
flavour?
one I remember having was aniseed. Yeah.
which wasn't great.
No, don't like aniseed.
Which wasn't great.
I quite like aniseed, but I still
Yeah.
didn't like this.
Yeah,
I like it better than I used to. I think as you get older, you become more used to it.
Yeah.
I like licorice better than I used to.
Oh, okay.
For
Well, there you go.
example.
Yeah. So it's not great, but I was kind of like expecting this. So I made a point of going, okay, well, I've got my litre here in a jug. I'm going to
Yeah.
divide it into I'm going to have 4 cups over an hour.
Sure.
Rather than just kind of necking this shit.
Necking
Yeah.
a litre.
That seems
yeah.
like a strategy.
Yeah.
They changed the flavour. And
I
right
see.
away I was like, oh no,
Oh no.
this isn't good.
Was it bad?
Yeah, it's
Was
very,
it?
It's
Oh,
very
dear.
bad. And I got through that first litre.
What would you describe
before-
it as?
Well, I was just like, can't place this, but I don't like it. There's something off here. And then when I got to the second sachet, after
Yeah.
feeling the urge.
The first.
Yeah, because you feel
moment.
it,
Yeah.
The brown urge.
Yeah, the brown urge, riding the brown dragon.
Yeah.
And then
Surfing the brown wave.
when I came
Yeah.
to make the second sachet,
Yeah.
like 50 minutes later, I looked at the ingredients, and it's always like, chemical,
Yeah.
chemical, and
Essence of.
vanilla
Oh.
Oh God.
and aspartame.
Oh.
Aspartame's like artificial sweetener.
I see.
So it's not actually sweet.
So
it's
it's
just creating the illusion on your tongue.
Sweet
that-
vanilla.
Okay.
Yeah, So it's like, who wants to drink a
They want you
litre?
to enjoy it.
A litre of dilute
Yeah.
Diluted vanilla ice cream.
vanilla water.
So this is my
Yeah.
point. You're already in a bad place.
Yeah.
But some human being thought,
They probably think that's lovely, though.
who goes vanilla?
Yeah.
You go fruit.
Any other
Fruit,
lemon?
yeah,
Go
I would-
fruit.
I would-
Lemon,
I would always go
apple,
fruit.
Yeah.
strawberry, orange.
And bearing,
That kind of
bearing
thing.
in mind, it's not. Yeah, orange would be great.
Orange would be nice.
Bearing
Any kind of
fuck
citrus.
me.
Yeah.
Any kind of citrus.
Bearing
Why
in mind,
vanilla?
it's not actually. Even if it was orange, it would be like fake orange.
Mm.
But I reckon fake orange would be 100 times better
Yeah.
than fake vanilla.
Hundreds of times better.
So my coping mechanism.
I'm trying to think of the what's that drink? It tastes like vanilla.
like cream soda.
Cream soda.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Yeah, it's
don't
weird
like it.
tasting, isn't it?
Yeah, but I would have preferred aniseed. Frankly, liquor at this point. Frankly,
oh,
licorice,
sure, yeah.
or just no flavour at all.
I'd have the excuse with licorice. I think sambuca. If I'm drinking a litre of sambuca,
I've got to say, licorice
in
is a
my
weird
head,
choice as well because
Yeah.
Yeah.
there are very few drinks that have an aniseed flavour, and
Yeah.
I think they are all alcoholic.
Root
Yeah.
beer is a big one in
Yeah.
America.
Is that aniseed?
It is very aniseed.
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, there you
If you have root beer, it tastes like dentist water.
Ugh.
You know the thing where they go like and and
Yeah,
rinse your mouth.
Putin?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it. That's what it tastes like.
Great.
Yeah.
I always assumed root beer was just ginger beer.
I think
Ah.
I did as well for a long
Yeah,
time.
no, it's
Yeah.
not. Yeah, it's
That's interesting.
I've never tried
I didn't
it,
know
so
that.
I don't know.
It's like aniseed. Yeah. I don't know what the actual root is, but it's
Aniseed root.
aniseed root.
Yeah, it's a root of aniseed.
You know what's fun?
Oh yeah,
Aniseed.
shitting everywhere.
Aniseed and licorice.
Yeah.
It's the same chemical.
Oh, well, they taste the same.
Yeah,
They
but-
taste very similar. Yeah.
well, they're mirror images of each other.
I assumed they were the same thing. If I'm honest
Yeah.
with you.
What the molecule is like a
Yeah,
mirror image.
yeah, literally. There's, it's a thing in chemistry called chirality. So where you could assemble the exact same molecules
I'll-
2 different ways.
I'll
Maybe
be totally honest. I always assumed aniseed was what made licorice. That's what I always thought.
I always assumed they were different,
yeah,
like substances.
they both come from like roots and stuff. I think you
Yeah.
could get like a licorice root, which would do the job. But
There
like,
you go. How
but yeah,
about
it's like your left and your right hand. They've both got the same number of fingers,
yeah,
but
yeah.
they're
Are
different.
they chiral?
They're chiral.
There
There
we
you
go.
go.
Because they have chirality.
very
I like
good.
that.
There you go.
Wonderful.
And they just interact.
See, we can be highbrow.
There you go.
Yeah, it's possible.
Anyway, so I was shitting 4 pints of liquid out, you know.
Good.
Anyway, my point is, my coping mechanism
Yeah.
was to realise that, like, okay, four cups in an hour, don't like that.
Don't like that.
I'll bring it down to 3 cups in an hour. I'll have
Yeah.
3 larger
Three bigger cups.
And my solution was to drink it really quickly.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
in the moment, if you're drinking, you don't get
Hold your nose.
you don't get any flavour.
Yeah.
Because really, like the aspartame, it's not a real flavour.
No.
Like it's not actually sweet. It's just tricking.
Keep telling yourself that.
Well, no, chemically it isn't. It's just
Yeah.
it's tricking your taste buds.
Yeah.
So I think
Bastards.
if I just like
Gaslighting.
drink this really quickly and have a cup of regular water ready, but the moment
Now
you
you're
stop,
drinking more water.
yeah, but the moment you stop,
Yeah.
then the flavour hits you.
Oh, yeah.
And I have to like rinse my mouth, and I can just like, oh, it's in my pores. Oh,
Yeah.
it's awful. I wish I hadn't bothered.
No.
I'd rather drink something that tasted like bleach, if I'm honest. It
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
horrendous.
Yeah, something that actually tastes like medicinal.
They must
Yeah.
get that feedback all the time, you'd think. Like, fuck me, that was awful. Don't give me that again. patients must say something like, because if you can put flavour into anything, as you can now, without compromising what you're trying to do, which I assume you can.
I presume so.
Why would you keep going with that?
Because when I was like last hospitalised back in like 2015, 16 with the old abdominal pains, before we took the old appendix out, they give you drinkable morphine.
Yeah.
So they give you like a little syringe without a needle. And they give it to you. Go, well, what do I do with this? Thinking like the ass.
Yeah.
You know,
So
like,
you always
the ass?
assume the ass. I
is
think.
it the ass?
When you're in a hospital, it's the ass.
But no, it's the mouth. They want you to squirt it in your mouth.
The other hole.
And squirt it in your mouth, and it does taste like sambuca.
Yeah.
It's thick. It's kind of like
syrupy.
Syrupy. Yeah. You go, no, morphine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Num.
Yeah,
That does sound good.
I tell you, I got a little text message from the NHS today going, please review your recent experience in like the outpatient thing.
Experience.
And it was great.
5 stars would shit again.
Staff were amazing, wonderful.
Yeah.
Only downside, when I previously had this done, and they offer sedation. I have this 3 times now. First time, didn't go for sedation.
No.
Big head shake.
Yeah.
I don't want to feel a metal pipe brushing my rib as it goes through me. That's not good. Second time, they're like, do you want sedation? I was like, yes, please.
Tick that box.
And the moment they're like, okay.
Fucking hell.
So they got the old,
from the wrong side.
Oh, I'm just holding my ribs now.
Yeah, that's where you feel it. Yeah. And then the second time, they go, okay,
Jesus Christ.
we're going to give you a sedation now. And honestly, it was amazing.
Yeah.
Like
This was this week.
No. Well,
was the
6 years ago, 7 years ago, when I had a previous one, they give you this sedation, and I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I feel incredible.
Yeah.
Like, just so chill. Like, honestly, like the happiest I've ever been in my life. Lying on that gurney with
It's
a
weird
pipe.
how people get addicted to drugs, isn't it?
Yeah, I know.
can't think why.
And then I'm like, I can see the appeal.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And then I was quite looking forward to this. I was like, you know what? I've shat so much over the previous 24 hours. I think I've earned it at this point.
Yeah.
Like,
I want my sedation.
I want the good stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the injection comes, and I just can't wait. I'm like, hurry up. And I'm
Give it to me.
I'm like guiding the doctor's hand, like, give me a little more.
Can you do this any faster?
And I was a little disappointed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Now, I think in hindsight, it probably did do something. Because
You
I
didn't feel the same euphoria.
Because I felt great when I had like 3 foot of pipe up my ass, and to the point where I just felt fine.
Yeah.
You don't even notice. But I didn't feel like I was on cloud 9. I just felt like,
It's like they gave you the right dose this time. And the last
gave
time
me- they got it right. I'm like, oh no.
Last time they just went, oh yeah, fuck it.
Let's give them a can of it.
That's fine, yeah.
So I was a little disappointed.
No.
I wanted more of that fentanyl.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. That's a shame, isn't it?
Anyhow,
What was the hate?
don't flavour it.
Oh, yeah.
Don't
like the
flavour
flavour.
it.
Just give me,
Certainly not with vanilla.
give me that medicinal slop. That's
Yeah,
all I
just
want.
give me-
Oh,
yeah.
so rough.
Good.
If you're listening, clean prep. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, clean prep.
Yeah.
Vanilla.
Sort it out.
Fucking monsters.
Let's
This
get-
is where Clean Prep come back and A, want to sponsor the podcast, which would be fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
And B, they're like, we have loads of other flavours.
Get some
John.
citrus.
I think the British NHS just buys vanilla for some reason.
Yeah.
But we have
Cheapest.
We've got some really good ones. We've got gin and tonic.
Monster.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got Big Mac. That was a partnership. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a few partnerships, but McDonald's and Prime. We've got
Discos.
Discos.
The crisps.
It's so sharp.
Yeah.
It's so vinegary.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a nice vinegary tang.
Yeah,
Yeah.
salt and vinegar discos, yeah.
Actually, I think I would have preferred to have drunk a litre
Yeah.
of vinegar.
Cheetos. Flaming hot.
Yeah. Cheetos flaming hot.
Comes out the other side, also
Yeah,
flaming hot.
Feels great coming out, yeah.
Really good to shit your guts out with a flaming hot tang.
Leather.
Yeah.
like a kind of like a gentleman's aftershave.
New car.
Yeah, all
New
new
car,
car.
yeah.
Wood shavings.
Divorce.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
regret.
Yeah. All the
Immediately.
classics.
Ennui.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
big. Yeah.
And toast.
Oh, yeah. That's the last one, yeah.
Oh, a bready drink. I like this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the
not
one.
bread, it's toast specifically. Yeah. They couldn't get bread right, but they could get toast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
So, yeah.
There we
Well, that
go.
sounds pleasant.
If they did, I'd love them as a sponsor, by the way.
Clean
like
Prep,
a power laxative.
Oh, I'd take anyone as a sponsor.
to be honest, I would take anyone
We've
as a
been doing this
sponsor.
for 6 years.
But also, like all these cool podcasts with all these cool
Yeah.
sponsors, like, we're sponsored by HelloFresh or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
It's like, no, we're sponsored by a powerful laxative that will evacuate your bowels
Yeah.
in 24 hours.
Oh, yeah.
Immediately.
Honestly, like
And
because
leave you thinking of the beach
Oh, yeah.
as well.
I would love to do the ad
Yeah.
read. It's like, Clean Prep. powerfully evacuates the bowels.
Be transported.
Yeah.
To
hell.
be transported to your local seaside resort whilst running to the toilet.
Yeah. Some laxatives come in pills. We sell ours in sacks of 4 litres.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now you
Quantity,
yeah.
not quality.
Now you can have a bum jetpack.
Yeah.
The trick is, when the brown wave comes,
Yeah.
don't fight it.
No, yeah.
Just gotta ride it.
You just gotta let it happen.
Feel brand new.
Yeah.
That's
Feel
what-
something.
yeah.
Yeah.
Feel brand new. Feel brand new.
Yeah.
Clean prep.
Yeah. The last feeling you'll ever have.
Yeah, all of that.
All of that, yeah.
Yeah.
All of that.
So yeah, call us up, Clean Prep.
Yeah.
I would, yeah. We should tweet them.
What if it
Are they on Twitter? I don't know.
Why not? Yeah.
Probably.
We've got a lot to be proud of.
Yeah. Good. Well
Yeah,
done.
there we go. Yeah.
Good
Survived
colon.
it, yeah.
Good.
Well done,
Yeah.
colon.
Gives a love then.
Yeah, all right. I like finding a gem of a pub where you're not expecting to. Like, I've been many places, some shitholes, some places that are nice, but I found good pubs in all of them. I went to Newport in Wales like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, wow.
Fuck me, what a shithole. Unbelievable. It is.
Really?
It really is.
I've never
no
been.
one was there. We were in the city centre. No one was there. It was lunchtime on a Saturday. Where was everybody?
Where is everyone?
It's so
Where is
bad.
everyone?
The local residents abandoned it. Anyway, Tiny Rebel, which is a beer brand you may have heard of.
I have heard of
It's quite a nice beer. They do Club Tropica. There's a few other beers they do. Their tap room is in the middle of Newport.
Oh, why?
So that's a pity.
Because that's where they started. I
Oh,
assume.
sure. Yeah.
So that was great. So we were playing. Gillingham were playing Newport, which is why I went. And I was like, "Fuck me, what a shithole." But then we went to Tiny Rebel. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Such a nice pub, a gem of a pub in a place
Amazing.
where you wouldn't ordinarily expect to find anything like that. You'd expect to find like an old pub when you feel like, thank your lucky stars if you can get half a Carling. Whereas this was just nice beer, nice bar. Nice food, actually. We had the Yorkshire pudding burger.
Oosh. That sounds good.
Oh, is that where the
That's
famous
where it
Yorkshire
was.
pudding burger? Yeah.
Just nice, just a nice place to be. And you're like, this is so different to where I am.
Was it busy
Relatively.
in the pub?
So that's where everyone was.
That's where everyone was. I mean, I say relatively. It was mainly Gillingham fans who had come to visit for the day. I don't know where the locals were. Probably at home, hiding from the city centre.
Yeah.
Did you beat Newport?
No.
I mean, like,
We lost 1-0. It was fucking awful.
do Newport have like a really rich American
Cowboy.
window magnate?
No.
Kind
No.
Of?
Window magnate.
I don't know. Yeah. Where did he make his money? No, property.
Oh, I thought it was
Brad.
like a glazier or something.
I mean, windows
like
are
that,
part of a property,
Yeah.
aren't they?
Kind of a
So-
house without windows.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we've done all right recently. We lost the other day, but we've picked up slightly.
You were literally telling me the other day that it's all gone tits up.
Yeah.
And
Oh, it has.
All that money and promise has
Counts
just
for nothing.
yeah, like nothing.
We're basically touch and go whether we'll make the playoffs.
Playoffs are to go up or to stay down,
To go up.
stay in.
To go up.
Oh, okay. That's not too bad.
It's not as bad as last season when we were rock bottom and couldn't score a goal.
So you're
I mean,
fighting
yeah.
for the top 4?
Top 7.
Oh, okay.
So 4th to 7th are in the playoffs. We should be top 3 in my opinion.
Okay.
Because
Because so much money has been blown on this.
and I can't stress this enough. We've spent so much money.
I don't think you understand.
Yeah,
We're very
but
rich now.
we're scrabbling around for 7th, which is pathetic, and we have been bad at times this season.
Interesting.
Anyway, that's by the by. Also, there's a pub in Cornwall I love, which is a nicer atmosphere, but it's like I don't know what to expect. I've never been there before. We went to a beach called Crantock Beach last summer.
I feel like I've heard of Crantock Beach.
It's lovely. It's awesome. Go there if you can. There's a pub called the Bogey Inn. BOWGIE.
Like a nose poo.
And it overlooks the beach. It's, my God. On the right day, we went on the right day. It was a clear sky, lovely sun. Not too much, not too hot. You overlook the beach. We went in there just to have a look, and I said to this, let's just stay here for the afternoon, and we just stayed there for like 2-3 hours.
Bloody hell.
It was awesome, and that's a different way of expecting to find a nice pub.
Mm.
So that's 2 different ways in which recently, in the last few months, I suppose, I found nice pubs in very different locations. Shithole, nice place. They're everywhere, pubs.
They are, actually. It's true.
They're everywhere. National pastime drinking. So You know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
people
better
love a
than
drink.
thinking about how bad things are.
Yeah,
is it?
that's
So,
true.
yeah.
It's better than thinking about your upcoming colonoscopy, isn't it? So
Or how bad Newport is.
it is bad though. Do we know anyone from Newport?
No.
Not
Call
anymore.
call
not,
in.
Not anymore.
Call in on the hotlines.
No, it's bad though.
I mean, there's a couple of Newports, aren't there? There's one.
This is Newport in South Wales,
Right, yeah.
specifically.
Mm.
It's an hour away from here. It's very easy to get to on the train.
Maybe I should
There you go. I went on the train to Newport
There you go.
recently. I've been on the train twice recently.
Did it turn up?
Yes, although it was late.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's just a given, isn't
I mean,
it?
they always
yeah,
are.
yeah, yeah.
And it was late coming home. I missed my connection, actually. So, anyway, that's fine. Let's not worry about
That's a
that.
good service.
I went to a nice pub.
Everything's fine.
I went
deep
to a
down,
nice
yeah.
pub, and that's fine.
That's good. That's good. I've got love.
Yeah.
There's a video that I saw recently, and it's filmed at a wedding,
Oh, yeah.
and there's a dance floor, and they're filming all the guests, the person filming, and next to the dance floor is a person playing the music that everyone's dancing to on a keyboard,
Yeah.
and they have a mic arm, very much like the mics we've got in front
Yeah.
of us here, with a mic pointing right at their
Nice.
face so that they can sing and play the keyboard at the same time.
Yeah.
And in this video, someone on the dance floor bumps into the end of the arm, the mic arm,
Right.
and forces the microphone down their throat. And then mid-song, they're just like, "Life is a roller go." And it goes so deep that the mic arm pops back out of their mouth, and the mic is still in their mouth,
God.
and it's not on the arm anymore, and there's just a cable coming out the side of their mouth. And then because it's amplifying every noise they make, it's just it's incredible. I'll have to show you.
I
it
assume
after
he
this.
survived.
I don't know.
We don't know.
I honestly don't know.
Oh, I'm gonna
Holy
put
crap!
this in Google now.
Christ alive.
So I have it. I have
Yeah.
it to
Yeah.
to watch
Oh, my
later.
God.
And it's great because the instant the mic enters their mouth,
Yeah.
they just slam the keyboard. So not only do you get this noise, but you also get like a on the keyboard.
There it is. Singer swallows microphone. Oh, that's 2006.
Yeah, I think it's filmed on a Game Boy camera.
Yeah, like
very-
it's only
very
now
nice.
come to light.
It's quite
Yeah,
old.
yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, but it's.
There was-
Oh, is it a man or a woman?
I can't be sure. I think it's partly because of the awful
This looks
resolution.
like a woman
Yeah, I thought it was a
singing
woman.
here. I will look at that after this.
Oh
And
man,
there was that.
golden,
Oh, very good.
There was
absolute treat.
There was that video from like quite what looked like quite a bougie American wedding from the start of the year,
Yeah.
where like they identified the first lad of 2024.
Yeah.
You see about the guy climbed into the urn.
What?
No.
So I like it was,
I don't think
it was
so.
like quite a fancy wedding, like a kind of like fancy house, and there was this big terracotta urn, and a guy who I have to say was giving me Chris Ray vibes.
Yeah.
Climbed
Yeah.
into the urn, and it was like, "Whoa, he's
Whoa,
getting
get
in
in
the
the
urn!" And then he got in, and like his arms and his head were sticking out, and then he got stuck in the urn and couldn't get out, and the entire wedding, like party, just stopped because everyone's like, "There's a guy in the urn. How are we
stuck
gonna?
in the urn.
We can't get him out." And like it went from being like, "Oh, it's a bit of a laugh," and then he's like, "I'm actually
struggling there.
kind of want to get out of the urn now, guys. You can't do it." And he was getting really annoyed, and they had to get a hammer, and they had to
Destroy
like
this
the whole
urn.
party just came to a complete halt as like someone found a hammer so they could like break the urn
Jesus.
to get him out.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
I kind of want to get out of the urn.
Priceless.
Yeah, how much was this urn worth?
Oh, quite a
Enough,
bit. Yeah,
enough,
yeah.
yeah.
We're talking thousands. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
I kind of want.
I kind of want to get out of the urn now.
Yeah.
It was funny at first, but guys.
Oh, good.
Oh yeah.
I like a wedding video where the waiters drop the cake.
Oh god, yeah.
That's a good one. That's always good.
I went to the wedding, like the actual ceremony,
Oh, yeah.
which is on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
Who has a wedding on a Wednesday?
That is
People
weird.
who want to
Yeah.
save money.
Well,
Yeah, true.
but I went to the wedding. I did not stay for
No.
the actual party because it was a Wednesday.
Wednesday.
I had to
Your
go
lunch
back
break.
to work. Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, at that particular wedding,
Yeah.
the groom
Yeah.
came onto the dance floor for the first dance, broke his knee.
What, you saw this?
No, well, I wasn't
No,
there,
this
was
was
I?
afterwards.
No, literally, it's
So
like
stacked it,
and,
broke his knee.
and now the bride and groom, and he comes on, and literally knee breaks. Ambulance turns up, gets taken to the hospital. with the bride.
Yeah,
She's
yeah,
like, I
yeah.
don't want to leave you. And everyone's like, what do we do?
Yeah.
Just there at the party,
yeah.
no bride, no groom.
So everyone just had a party.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair,
They
best
probably
thing-
said, yeah, stay here and
Crack
get pissed.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, imagine that.
I've got love.
Yeah.
I've got love. It's like a whole subgenre of people uploading videos to YouTube, and they're like, basically, their job is kind of cleaning or tidying in some way. So, like, for example,
Oh yeah,
people who renovate overgrown gardens.
yeah.
So they'll
Or
like,
clear out like hoarders' kitchens.
yeah. So it's
Yeah.
like, and the video titles are like, the most incredible garden I've ever cleaned. And it's like. Yeah.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I do.
It's like 94-year-old woman going like, "Have you cleaned my garden yet?" I'm like, "Shut up!" I'm just like filming.
still working.
There's these people who go up to people and go, "Hi, I'd like to mow your lawn" or whatever.
I think
I've
it's
seen
I
those.
think it's a business,
I see.
but at the same time, like they're also filming it.
Yeah.
So, but now I've discovered a new one.
Oh.
It's not like cutting a lawn. It's
Yeah.
not like, I don't know, cleaning a patio.
Yeah.
It's cutting down massive trees.
Yes.
That need to be felled.
Oh.
Now in Chris Ray,
Yeah.
in our home village,
Yeah.
where you and I grew up,
Cool village.
Coolville,
Coolville.
Coolville. Yeah.
a big tree's just been cut down
Yes.
this week.
Oh, I didn't see this.
The tallest tree in the village that we grew up
Is
in.
it in the one that's named after the cartoon?
It's in a garden in Maidenhall,
Oh.
I want to say.
Oh, we talked
You
about
can see it
this.
from your house.
Yeah.
In fact,
Ah.
ah.
Well, my mum. Right. Okay.
Oh, here we go.
We're
It's
in.
all coming
We're
out.
in. So,
So-
there's a garden in Maidenhall, and it was that garden overlooks my mum's house, which is like in a different street. I think it's the same one we're talking about.
Well, it's a big tree.
Anyway.
So, yeah.
This is something else, maybe, but she made the guy cut his tree down because it was like blocking the sky. It
Yeah.
was blocking the whole sky.
Really?
So she had him like cut it all down. This was a few weeks ago, months ago,
Yeah.
maybe.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it's a different tree, but that was fucking massive,
Yeah.
that tree.
So apparently, and it's funny because I got sent pictures by my parents, and
Yeah.
your mom's house
Yeah.
is in the foreground because you can see this tree in the background, and it is a colossal tree. And
I feel like this might be the same tree.
Well, the only-
I'll message her.
the only reason like I can't bring it to mind more is that it's so big,
Yeah.
and we grew up with it.
Why
I
was
think
it cut down?
I've edited it out my brain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it was just there.
It
It's
just
just
filled the
there.
whole
Yeah,
sky.
it was it's a eucalyptus tree. It's colossal.
yeah.
And ironically enough, watched a video
Yeah.
of a bunch of Aussie lads who they had a tree cutting business,
Mm.
and they were cutting down a big dead eucalyptus that needed to come down. And of course, now it's always factors
I'm gonna
like
look up if
it's a
it's the
big
same
tree.
tree.
It's a big tree right off the bat, but
Strong
also
start.
like three beautiful Aussie guys. The kind of guys who are like, well, I'll get to this, but they'll crack a pie out in the middle of the day. Have a pie and a beer. And it's like
Have a pie.
this tree is gigantic, and it's in like this old lady's garden, and it's dead.
Right.
It's got to come down. They're not just destroying a beautiful, beautiful tree.
One of nature's God's children.
God's children, yeah. But they're like, okay, well, this thing is, if we just fell it, it will just crush like every house for 100 miles. Like this thing is gigantic. So we've got to take it down in pieces.
Right.
And we're professionals, but we're also fucking lads. So
Yeah.
how are we going to do this?
One of us is in an urn.
So one guy, I don't know, young Barry or something, he's got a catapult. He's got like a 6-foot pole with like a big elastic band on the end of it.
Right.
'Cause you've got to get a rope up there, haven't you? So what does young Barry do? Sticks a pole down in the ground, stretches this elastic band, and he's done this a few times, so he's like aiming it, dunk, and like just rocketing this little projectile with a rope attached to it
Bloody hell.
up into the tree.
Legend.
Takes a few shots to get it up there. And then, Dave,
Yeah.
who's stunning, by the
Yeah.
way, long hair,
Hot Dave.
ripped. He's like, now it's my time to shine.
I've just texted my mum.
Oh, okay, about the
Okay,
tree.
fine.
I've
See what
just
happens.
to ask what happens.
I'll show you some
She might
photos.
come back quickly.
I'll show you some photos when it's off.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then
There's only one tick. Oh, fuck. There's only one tick. She probably won't come back while we're recording.
Anyone tick.
then old Dave, he's up for it.
Hot
So we got a rope over top of his tree, which is colossal.
Yeah.
And up he goes, and he's got a chainsaw on his
Oh.
belt and a rope, and he's just like, it isn't even a thing. He's just like,
Dibby-doo.
pulls a rope, cranks a lever, pulls a rope, cranks a
Oh.
lever. He's going up this thing like you wouldn't believe. And then he's up, comes to a branch, like an 18-foot branch, and he just gets his chainsaw out. Now, bear in mind, he's got a camera on his head. So we're seeing this, and it's like, you know, you got the tree, you got the rope that's keeping him tethered to reality.
To life.
And a live chainsaw.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, okay, let's just get this branch off.
Got to back yourself.
You know, gets the chainsaw out. Buzzes. I mean, you just watch this colossal thing fall.
Yeah.
Terrifying. Like, and he got right to the top, and he's very high. I can't stress enough how high he is. And at the top, it kind of branches into two. And he's like, and he's going like, I could cut this one, or I could cut this one. I'm watching it going like, one of those you're attached to, Dave. Like, don't cut the
Come on,
right
hot
one.
Dave.
It's unbelievable. And I was like, I don't like heights at best of times, but this was kind of amazing.
Yeah.
And then they break for lunch, and they just have a pie. You know, have a pie and a beer.
Lovely.
You know,
That sounds good.
get a cat ball up again. Boonk. You know, up you go.
Yeah.
And of course, when he's done, he's got his live chainsaw on his belt. He just like jumps off the tree and goes on like a zip line.
Bloody hell.
Gentle stop. You know, it's not even a thing. And he's filming the whole thing.
Balls of steel.
It's
Absolute-
reckless, like you wouldn't believe.
Tree heroes.
So I watch this, like, you know, kind of like 20-minute video of this absolute kind of Adonis, this lad, just kind of like cutting a tree down. And then right at the end of the video, just when you think it's over, goes home to his girlfriend and he posts a video of him and her like drinking a smoothie. Anyhow, that was another successful day. Thanks for watching my vid. Be sure to subscribe. Anyway, I'm off to the gym. Smash cut to the gym. It's just him doing like insane parkour
Gadoosh.
in the gym.
Parkour.
Because it's like, this is his channel, you know, and he's obviously getting like, you know, it's good for business, isn't it? And it's like, you know, cut down a tree, very professional, didn't destroy the house. And also, I'm fucking ripped. Now you get like 30 seconds of me just,
It's working out.
Someone's going to hire him.
That's just the credits.
I want to hire him just for him to be about.
Yeah.
That's the post-credits scene.
Anyway, I kind of love it because it's kind of shit, but also I kind of admire him for being so shit, but also kind of like going for
What's
it.
his channel called?
I can't remember. Timber Time, I don't know.
Just Timber Time. I'm going to search now.
Just search like, you know, tree felling.
Yeah.
Australian Adonis.
Australian.
Yeah.
A parkour tree fella.
Yeah, I want a man who can eat a pie, have
eat-
down a beer.
Have a smoothie with his
It's
girlfriend.
the
and
kind
go
of
to the
guy
gym.
everyone wants to be with or be.
Or be on.
Yeah.
Be
Or
on.
be in.
Be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if I was near a chainsaw, I'd be kind of scared to walk, let alone
I'm very scared of chainsaws,
climb.
actually.
Yeah.
I've got a real
Lots could
problem
go-
with
lots could
with
go wrong with a
chainsaws.
chainsaw.
Healthy respect
Yeah.
for chainsaws.
Yeah.
Some might say, yeah.
I would say so.
I'd say so. I'd say so.
Good.
Anyhow, what do we think won?
Oh,
Love or
well.
hate? We've had a lot of fun tonight.
We've had a lot.
Oh,
of
we've
fun
had so
tonight.
much fun.
Yes.
But I'd say hate.
I think hate.
I
brought-
think
brought some
hate
laughs to the
born
table.
Poddington Boar.
Yeah.
So I'm going to also go with hate. Yes.
Yeah, I can't wait to meet Poddington Boar. With marmalade, for God's sake, bring marmalade.
We're running dangerously low.
Yeah. It's the only way you'll survive.